swung on, driven deep out into right field, back at the wall, and it's out of here. The first home run of the Southern Ohio Copperheads season comes off the bat of Ben Rushing.
Breaking ball line towards third base, diving is Daniel Cruz. He makes the catch. Wow, what a play.
Gets green light swinging, 3-0. Drives one deep out into left field, back at the wall. It is out of here. Home run, Chris Gambert.
Swung to the first pitch, drives it out to right field. It is deep, and it will carry over the wall for a homer. It is a 3-run shot to opposite field off the bat of Chris Gambert.
Copperheads Baseball is presented by Ohio Health and by Ambassador Laundry, Athens Chambers of Commerce, Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau, The Cat's Eye, Classic Brands, Donato's Pizza, Dan Inman Electric, Echoing Hills, Edward Jones, Fall Green Moortime, Holiday Inn Express, Jackie O's, Kona Ice, Rocky Brands, Stephanie Wood and Ohio Realty, Shauna Stump, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh, Union Street Diner, Ohio University Credit Union, and Wendy's.
Live from Heist Park here in Galion, Ohio. It's the Southern Ohio Copperheads visiting the Galion Graders. Hello and welcome into the broadcast. Connor Mills alongside Ryan Donahue with you as the Copperheads lost 2 games up in Canada to the St. Clair Green Giants, 15-4 and 7-2 are the 2 losses as Copperheads are on a 2-game losing streak right now, 2-6 on the road, 9-10 overall. Galion Graders, well, they've had their fair share of troubles as well, 4-13 overall on the season and in the basement of the North Division. Copperheads looking to snap their losing streak here today, sending Jax Mandela out on the mound.
Yeah, Copperheads had a little rough stretch up there across the border in Canada. In both games, they were able to get the bats going early, but the Green Giants were able to silence the Copperheads for most of both the games. Just a struggle at the plate and on the mound.
In game 1 for the Copperheads, they scored 3 in the top of the second and then gave back 3 in the bottom of the third. Then it was in yesterday's game, they had a 2-0 lead, gave it back in the bottom of the third, and then it was all Green Giants from their point forward. So it's the Southern Ohio Copperheads at 9-10 on the season against the Galion Graders, 4-13. We'll be right back after the national anthem right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic Brands, Budweiser, and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Moortime, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmoortime.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi. In addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners, 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the tap room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Back inside Heist Park, where it's 79 degrees here in Galion, Ohio. Ryan Donahue will take you through the starting lineups.
First for the Southern Ohio Copperheads is the second baseman, Zach Iverson. Batting second, the DH, Thomas Zazzaro. Batting third in right field is Sebastian Fabok. Batting fourth at first base is Tanner Glass. Batting fifth behind the dish is Scott Combs. Batting sixth at shortstop is Philip Glasser. Batting seventh in center field is Ty Crittenberger. Batting eighth at third base is Daniel Cruz. Batting ninth in left field, Jared Hurd. Pitching for the Copperheads today is Jax Mandela. Moving on to the graders. Batting first is right fielder Bryce Ray. Batting second, the DH Luke Correa. Batting third in left field, Steven DeSano. Batting fourth in center field, Devontae Washington. Batting fifth at third base, Andrew Sharp. Batting sixth at the catcher, J.P. Bittenhofer. Batting seventh at first base is Nicholas Sykes. Batting eighth at second base is Takahiro Yamada. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Ryan Strittmather. And pitching is Wyatt Smith.
Well, thank you, Ryan Donahue, and it is time for Copperheads baseball. Leading things off for the Southern Ohio Copperheads is Zach Iverson. Iverson so far on the year, batting .286. As the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. For Zach Iverson, actually batting .317 as they swing a fly ball out into center field. Ranging over is the shortstop Strittmather, who calls everyone off to make the catch. And leadoff man is retired for the Southern Ohio Copperheads here at Heist Park in Galion, Ohio. As the Copperheads, it's been 3 straight road games for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, 2 up in Canada, and now 1 here in Galion. As at the plate, Thomas Zazzaro. Zazzaro at the plates. As the first pitch misses high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Zazzaro on the season, 10 for 35. He's batting .286, getting on base .381. 5 runs scored, 6 RBIs. Has no doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run. As the count is at 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. 1 out here in the top of the first. His fastball misses high and inside. 3 straight balls to Thomas Zazzaro, as he'll look to be the first base run of the game. Only he's walked 3 times this season, as a 3-0 pitch is delivered from Wyatt Smith outside, ball 4. So Zazzaro picks up his 4th walk of the year, and now the Copperheads have a base runner with 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
Good patient at bat there from Zazzaro. Had a day off yesterday after having getting the first start in Canada. Just patient first at bat back.
First walk of the game from Wyatt Smith. And Sebastian Fabok, who I guess you can say has cooled off just a little bit. I mean, he's still batting .382 as we're almost midway point here in the GLSCL. As the fastball misses low to Sebastian Fabok. Counters at 1-0. We're broadcasting from the football press box across the way from Heist Park. Not enough room behind the plate, so we're down the first base line as a swing, and this one is lifted over towards left center field, moving back and all the way back to the track, and this one is one hopping off the fence. Cesaro rounding third. He's coming in to score. The throw will be at the third baseman Sharp. It's a double for Sebastian Fabok. Good for an RBI, and the Copperheads take an early 1-0 lead.
Fabok just doing typical Fabok things here early on in the season, able to drive the ball out to deep left center here at Heist Park and bring in Thomas Cesaro easily from first base. Copperheads on the board, 1-0.
The Copperheads early 1-0 lead. Sebastian Fabok RBI double. Fabok picks up his 10th double of the year. That's the most on the Copperheads as Tanner Glass now stands in. He swings and misses at a fastball offering from Wyatt Smith. 0-1. So 0-1 the count. As the pitch is swung on and a ground ball through the hole on towards the left side and into left field for a base hit. Runners are at first and third with one out here in the top of the first. Tanner Glass picking up a single here in the top of the first.
Perfect placement there from Glass, able to hit the ground ball through the left side of the infield with the shortstop covering Fabok over there at second base.
Now it's a little difficult to pick up the ball at this distance, being this far away. I'll do our best. We got a electrical tower right in front of us as well. So we'll try to bring you Copperheads baseball to the best of our ability as the Copperheads are leading here in today's game, 1-0. An RBI double from Sebastian Fabok. He's on third base with the single from Tanner Glass. Scott Combs at the plate. He takes the first pitch in for a called strike, 0-1. For Wyatt Smith, the starter for the Galion Graders from Sycamore, Ohio, in Lake Erie College. 6'4", 195 pounds, 1 win, 2 losses. As a fastball misses high to Scott Combs. Evens up the count at 1-1. Wyatt Smith, this will be his 4th game started on the year. In 14 innings pitched, has 5 strikeouts but 11 walks. As this one's a ground ball over towards the left field line and down for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Scott Combs. And the Copperheads extend their lead 2-0.
Yeah, Copperheads able to get out to an early start here off Wyatt Smith, just finding the holes early on and getting the base hits that we weren't able to get up in Canada.
Some timely hitting for the Copperheads as the bats have heated up yet again. They were on a hot streak to start, batting around 290 during their 5-game winning streak, but since have cooled off to around 280 and they struggled up in Canada, but now 2 hits here in the top of the first inning. 3 hits from Scott Combs, Tanner Glass, and Sebastian Fabok with Phil Glasser coming to the plate. So Sebastian Fabok has come in to score on an RBI single from Scott Combs. It's 2-0 Southern Ohio here in the top of the first inning with Phil Glasser now batting. First pitch to Glasser, hits the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. So 0-1 the count, 1 out, top 1. Runners are at second and first for Southern Ohio as the Wyatt Smith pitch misses high and away to Phil Glasser. Brings the count even at 1-1. But for Wyatt Smith, he's allowed 10 hits on the year, giving up 3 here in the top of the first, make it 13 hits. His last appearance came against the Hamilton Joes in a 9-4 loss for the Galion Graders. Only went 3 innings in that start, as now this one is smacked over towards the right field line, but slicing foul and out of play. 1-2 the count with 1 out to Phil Glasser. Glasser on the year, batting .259, 15 hits in 58 at-bats. .371 on-base percentage, still gets on at a good clip as the 1-2 pitch is dealt in. This one is swung on, popped up over towards the left side. Shortstop Strittmather ranges over, makes a one-hand grab over behind his head for the second out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, Glasser just getting a little bit too far under that baseball. Tough pop fly there for Strittmather out at the shortstop, but able to bring in the ball.
So that'll bring up Ty Crittenberger now. Crittenberger batting .176, has 6 hits and 34 at-bats from Lighthouse Point, Florida, where he'll attend Polk State in the fall. Was formerly at University of Central Florida as Wyatt Smith steps off and will re-toe the rubber. First and second, 2 outs, top of the first, Copperheads 2. Galion Graders yet to come to the plate as a line drive down the line out into left field, but just foul. That one was easy to pick up right off the bats for Ty Crittenberger. He smoked it, but just left of the left field line, and he'll be down to the 1.
Yeah, you said it. Ty got a good piece of that ball. Would have definitely been 2 bases there for the Copperheads.
0-1 the count to Ty Crittenberger. Crittenberger has a chance to get his 4th RBI of the year with a runner on second base. As 1-0 pitch from Wyatt Smith is in for a called strike. Crittenberger behind in the count 0-2. For Ty Crittenberger, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, has scored 5 runs, walked 3 times, and has struck out 14. Also 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts on the season. As the 0-2 pitch is a check swing and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Bitzenhofer. And the side is retired, but not before the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Plate 2 here in the top of the first inning. It's Southern Ohio 2. Galion Graders come to the plate when we return right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Snyder, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller & Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Jax Mandela on the mound when he has a lead here in the bottom of the first. His first pitch swing out into right center field, back at the wall, and this one hops the fence. Rounding first base and heading for second is Bryce Ray, and he'll be in standing with the leadoff double for the Galion Graders.
Ray wasting no time there. First pitch swinging off Mandela and able to one-hop the wall to get off with the leadoff double for
now batting for the Galion Graders is tonight's designated hitter, number 3, Luke Correa.
So Luke Correa now stands in, the designated hitter for the Galion Graders. As Jackson Mandela, from the stretch now, he deals a swing and a foul ball over towards the left side and out of play. 0-1. Galion experienced some unexpected showers earlier on in the day, as it was uncertain if we were able to get this game in. Field was a little bit flooded, but with the high temperatures, as the fastball hits the outside corner, Countess had no balls and 2 strikes against Luke Correa.
It would have been an absolute travesty if we didn't get this game in today, Connor. I tell you what, it's a beautiful day for baseball.
It is 79 degrees and sunny in Galion, Ohio, as Jackson Mandela, with a runner on second base, he deals. 0-2 is swung on, and this one's over towards the left side. Left fielder Jared Hurd has it, makes a one-hand grab. And the first out is made here in the bottom of the first inning.
Great job there by Mandela to get Correa down on the count early and easy
Batting now
fly
for the
ball out
Graders
to
is the left
field.
fielder, number
Hurd for the
27,
first out of
Steven
the inning.
DeSanio.
Steven DeSanio now at the plate. And for DeSanio in left field today. Mandela from the stretch, looks back. Now DeSanio at the plate and deals. First ball misses low for ball one. Steven DeSanio from Youngstown State University in Eastlake, Ohio. 6 foot, 205 pounds, has 13 hits and 47 at-bats. Scored 11 runs as he swings and gets this one up the middle. Diving play by Phil Glasser. The throw to first is not in time. Mishandled by the first baseman, Tanner Glass. The ball was thrown a little bit low and to the right of the bag from our position.
Now batting for the Galion Graders.
Glass
is
just
the
couldn't handle the
center
throw,
fielder,
but it was
number
a
one,
nice
Devontae
play from
Washington.
Phil Glasser to keep it in front of him.
Yeah, great effort there by Glasser trying to rob his Youngstown State teammate there of DeSanio of a hit in this game.
We'll call it a base hit and infield single for DeSanio. And now we'll bring up Devontae Washington, a Bobcat, as he swings and misses at the first pitch from Mandela. 0-1. 0-1 the count. There's a pitch to Devontae Washington. Is in for a called strike. 0-2. Washington from Twinsburg, Ohio, at Ohio University. 6'1", 200 pounds. Batting .300 on the season. 18 hits and 60 at-bats. Did not see a whole lot of action for the Bobcats this past spring. 6 extra base hits, 5 doubles, 1 home run, as this one is swung on and grounded to the left of the third base line in foul territory. Count remains at 0-2. But for Devontae Washington, 11 RBIs, 6 walks, 11 strikeouts, and has 8 stolen bases on the year, 8 for 10. He bats here as a center fielder as he swings and fouls one straight back. Battling now at the plate against Jax Mandela. 0-2, the count remains. So 0-2 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners at the corners. The pitch is a fly ball out into left field. Jared Hurd eyeing it up. Tagging over at third base is Bryce Ray. The throw will be not in time, as now going from first to second will be Steven DeSanio. The throw does go down there, and again, not in time. It's a sacrifice fly for Devontae Washington, as the Graders have cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1, Southern Ohio.
Yeah,
Now batting for
Washington
the
just trying to do a
Graders
job
is the
there, get that run
baseman,
from
number
third.
7, Andrew
Cruz and Combs
Shaw.
unable to corral that throw in from Hurd, and the runner able to advance to second base on the throw.
Jackson Mandela making his 5th start this year. 1-2 on the year with a 2.48 ERA. 25 1/3 innings pitched, as he has 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 21 strikeouts as the first pitch to Andrew Sharp misses for a ball. So sacrifice fly to left field for Devontae Washington, as a runner on second base for Jackson Mandela. Steven DeSanio has now a fly ball right down the middle and in for a base hit out into center field. A little bit mishandled by Ty Crittenberger. However, DeSanio didn't pick it up, and he remains on third base. There'll be runners at the corners again with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting up the middle there. Just able to get the barrel on the ball and advance his runner over to third base there for Sharp.
Mandela, 21 strikeouts this year, 7 walks, and has allowed 21 hits. Make it 24 with 3
Our
hits
next batter for the
there
Graders
already
is the catcher,
in
number
today's
10,
game.
J.P. Bitsenhofer.
Copperheads have struggled just a bit on the road this year, only picking up 2 wins. Majority of their wins have come at home, where they're 7-4. But outside of Bob Wren Stadium, a different story, 2-6. So 4 games under 500, only 1 game under .500 overall as they come in with a record of 9-10. J.P. Pitzenhofer, the catcher today, takes the first pitch in for a called strike. Oh, won the count to the University of Cincinnati student athlete. Swinging a foul ball right back to the nets. And Bitzenhofer's behind in the count 0-2. Bitzenhofer batting .205, has 8 hits and 39 at-bats. 3 doubles, 1 home run. Scored 4 runs, knocked in 7 RBIs. Walked 3 times, struck out 14. Jax Mandela trying to pick up a strikeout here, as he's ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Mandela, long look into the catcher, Scott Combs. The hold. The 0-2 pitch is taken just a bit outside. Maybe a bit low, too. 1-2. And the last game for J.P. Bitzenhofer went 1 for 3, had a home run, 2 RBIs. Against the Cincinnati Steam, as now the fastball misses outside again. And the Cavs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're here in the bottom of the first inning here at Heist Park in Galion, Ohio. Copperheads holding a 2-1 lead over the Galion Graders. Runners at the corners. Jax Mandela trying to put the inning to rest. The 2-2 pitch is taken low in the dirt. And now J.P. Bitzenhofer has worked himself a full count.
Great job by Combs there. Smother that breaking ball in the dirt. Keep the runner from advancing from third.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at first. Andrew Sharp will be on the move. Nobody's on second base as Jackson Mandela is ready. The 3-2 pitch is swung on, and this one is lifted high in foul territory, ranging over as the first baseman Tanner Glass, and he makes a catch right in front of the Copperheads dugouts and out of our view. For Jackson Mandela, gives up 1 run here in the bottom of the first inning, but is able to hold off any more from scoring as the Southern Ohio Copperheads hold a 2-1 lead as they come to plate in the top of the second inning. You're listening to the Copperheads on the Copperhead Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today.
This is Jax Mandela. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is your Copperhead Media Network.
Daniel Cruz will lead things off here in the top of the second inning. It'll be Daniel Cruz, Jared Hurd, then back to the top as the first pitch from Wyatt Smith misses high for a ball, 1-0. Daniel Cruz on the season, batting .311, has 14 hits and 45 at-bats as he swings and fouls one off towards the left side and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Here in the top of the second inning with the Copperheads leading 2-1. 2 runs in the top of the first inning for the Copperheads, 1 run in the bottom of the first for the Graders as a pitch bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. For Daniel Cruz, has appeared in 14 games with the Copperheads, has started 13 of them, as the fastball misses high. So the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike now with nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Cruz 9 runs scored, 3 doubles, 1 home run, 12 RBIs as he will take a ball for his 8th walk of the year. And now the Copperheads have the leadoff man on base.
Just a good at bat there from Cruz. Swung at the
Now
one
batting
strike
for the
he saw,
Copperheads
fouled
is
it
the
off,
left
and
fielder, number
didn't
12,
see anything
Jalen
else. He's getting
Hurd.
the Copperheads started for the inning.
Daniel Cruz on first with a walk, the second walk allowed by the pitcher Wyatt Smith. And now the first pitch to the lefty batter Jared Hurd. Misses for a ball, 1-0.
Looks like the Graders are not too excited about the Wyatt Smith performance so far this game. Looks like they already have the bullpen going.
Easier for us to see the bullpen in this angle as the fastball misses outside again. Infield has kind of been brought in against the lefty Jared Hurd, as third baseman is all the way in on the grass. Middle infield is back to turn 2, and holding on at first base is Sykes. Run through the defensive alignment after this pitch. Jared Hurd takes it low. So now 3 straight balls in the at-bat to Jared Hurd. And it was a 3-1 count that Daniel Cruz walked on, as he's standing on first. But for Jared Hurd, batting 194 as a fastball misses outside. Ball 4, back-to-back walks to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. Copperheads are in business.
Batting now for the
Wyatt
Copperheads.
Smith just struggling to find the zone early on here, and Copperheads are staying patient up there and aren't helping and swinging at bad pitches.
In the first game against the St. Clair Green Giants, the Copperheads worked 5 walks off of the starter. And it was looking like it was going to be in favor of the Copperheads in that game, as they walked 5 times against Mitchell Dyer. But then that game, in the bottom of the third inning, everything got tied up. Copperheads wound up losing that game 15-4. Back to the top of the order for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Zach Iverson 0 for 1 today, as he bats with runners on first and second base. Daniel Cruz will just take third as a line drive right through the hole, and that gets down into right field. Coming in to score is Daniel Cruz. Going to third base is Jared Hurd. It's an RBI single now for Zach Iverson. Copperheads get back the 1 run they let up in the bottom of the first inning. It's Southern Ohio 3. The Galion Graders 1.
Yeah, Daniel Cruz dancing over there on second base, basically over halfway to third before the pitch even made it to the plate, able to score easy on that Zach Iverson single.
Zach Iverson singles out into right field, picks up his first RBI of the day, and now time is called as a slow walk to the mound is taking place. Little conversation has to be had as Wyatt Smith back-to-back walks and has let up a single here in the top of the second inning. Nick Renault, the manager for the Galion Graders, standing out there and just having the conversation. As Ryan Donahue mentioned before, action is in the Galion Graders bullpen. No motion has been made yet, as it looks like Wyatt Smith will try and argue his way to remaining in this game. Here, the general manager for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, Annie, cheering on the Copperheads. A flow of positivity.
Oh, just an absolute great person in Annie. She's at every single game cheering her butt off and just being a great support for the team.
Annie has been great to work with this year. My first year with the Copperheads. Ryan, this is your second year. First time doing a broadcast. But how's it been so far? What is your take on the season and moving into the new role, being the operations man at Bob Wren? Just kind of take us through your day-to-day activities.
Oh, it's been a great season so far. So day-to-day, I'm working with our game day staff, which is what I was last year. So just really, I'm managing 25 to 30 people on a game day, just making sure the stadium's looking good, making sure signs are nice, everyone's where they're supposed to be. So it's a big step up from where I was, but getting a lot of valuable experience as I look forward to the next step of my career here at the end of the summer.
Well, you graduated, so congratulations, Ryan. Looking forward to seeing what you can do after, Copperhead season. We've got a pitching change here at Heist Park Looks like Wyatt Smith is done after only going through one inning. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at .com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Tom Cesaro as we resume play here in the top of the second inning. 1 run already in, and Cesaro, first pitch from the new pitcher, Parker Brown, goes in to hit Thomas Cesaro. Now the bases are loaded. Absolutely not what the manager wanted from the Galion Graders to start things here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, that's definitely not what the Graders were looking for with bringing in Parker Brown after Wyatt Smith unable to find the zone pretty much here in the second inning.
Wyatt Smith, he will be responsible for the runners on third and second base as Parker Brown comes in, hits Cesaro. He's responsible for Cesaro on first. First pitch swinging is Sebastian Fabok. He lines this one deep out into the outfield, back at the wall. It is out of here! Grand slam, Sebastian Fabok. Fabok goes deep for the first time this season. He extends the Southern Ohio Copperheads lead. It's now Southern Ohio 7, the Galion Graders 1. What a shot from Sebastian Fabok.
Fabok wasting no time there. First pitch swinging, able to take the fastball over to the right field. Took it Oppo Taco for his first home run of the year, and it's a big one, a grand slam.
Daniel Cruz, Jared Hurd, Zach Iverson, and Thomas Cesaro, as well as Sebastian Fabok, have all come in to score here in the top of the second inning as the Southern Ohio Copperheads explode for 7 runs here in today's game, and we're not even an out through as a hit by pitch is issued to Tanner Glass. Glass takes the hit by pitch, throws the bat to the dugout for the Copperheads, and will jot down to first base. 7 runs, and we don't even have an out here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little more action now in the Graders bullpen. Parker Brown has come in, and he is not strayed too far away from what Wyatt Smith was able to accomplish.
Wyatt Smith not able to accomplish a whole lot in today's game, as now his book is officially closed as the first pitch misses high to Scott Combs. 1-0. But for Tanner Glass, hit by the pitch, he's on first. Final stat line on Wyatt Smith as the fastball is grounded over towards the right side and out of play. For Smith, 1 inning pitched, has allowed 4 hits, 5 runs, all have been earned, given up 3 walks, and struck out only 1 batter. Parker Brown has come into the game, allowed a hit, and has given up 2 runs. Doesn't have a walk or a strikeout. Is now a ground ball through the hole on the left side and in for a base hit. Copperheads, well, they didn't like losing all too much up in Canada, and they decided to take it out on the Galion Graders here today.
Oh, yeah, a lot of frustration up in Canada. Could not get it going, but looks like the team still in high spirits and just doing what they did during that 5-game winning streak, just hitting the ball, getting timely hits, and just doing what they can do to win.
Phil Glasser today 0 for 1. He has yet to join the hit parade. Has another chance here right now as there's runners on first and second base with nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Coming in is Parker Brown, and Brown has given up a grand slam and then a base hit as the first pitch hits the inside corner to Phil Glasser, 0-1. Brown comes in to face Sebastian Fabok. Fabok hits the grand slam. They'll run through the inning recap right after this pitch from Parker Brown as fastball taken outside by Phil Glasser. 1-1 the counts. Daniel Cruz lit things off here in the top of the second inning. He walked, followed by a Jared Hurd walk. Zach Iverson, an RBI single, knocks in Daniel Cruz. Tom Cesaro hit by a pitch, loaded the bases. Day was done for Wyatt Smith. Parker Brown comes into the game as Phil Glasser swings and misses. Ahead in the count is Parker Brown, 1-2. So Brown comes in, gives up the grand slam to Sebastian Fabok, then hits Tanner Glass and gives up a hit to Scott Combs as there's no outs here in the top of the second inning. Copperheads 7, and the Galion Graders 1. This pitch, protection swing from Glasser, fouls it off towards the left side out of play. A young fan removes herself from the bleachers and runs over to try to get the foul ball.
I tell you what, these kids are ruthless out here with these foul balls. I've seen a few of them running around, and it is no joke trying to get these today.
Well, for Bob Wren, there's a huge sea of children running over as Glasser takes a fastball high. Evens out the count at 2 apiece. But one of your jobs that you oversee, the bounce house down the right field line. I got to ask, have you ever been in there before?
I have not been in the bounce house, but trust me, working the bounce house is not for the weak. Those children can be ruthless. You got to keep an eye on them at all time, and it is no joke out there.
Foul ball from Phil Glasser. He stays alive at the plate, 2-2. So we got a bounce house. We got Kona Ice over at Bob Wren Stadium. And this weekend on the 29th, this Saturday, it'll be fireworks night for the Copperheads, hoping to have a big crowd as a 2-2 is swung on and missed by Phil Glasser. Or no, it was fouled off by Glasser. Again, broadcasting from the away football stadium. I shouldn't say away. I mean, it's home for someone. But it is the away radio booth for baseball here in today's game as we're here at Heist Park in Galion, Ohio. Phil Glasser at the plate, 2-2. Southern Ohio Copperheads 7-1 lead with nobody out here in the top of the second inning. But for the Copperheads, looking forward to fireworks night on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful night Saturday. The weather looks like it's going to be nice and sunny. Should have a huge crowd, and fireworks presented by Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh.
Ground ball over to second base. The turnover to 2 is good. The relay over to first is not. Phil Glasser on with a fielder's choice. Erased from the base paths is Scott Combs. Now there is 1 out with runners at the corners at the top of the second inning.
Good at bat there by Glasser. Not able to get it through the infield, but good hustle down to first base to get the fielder's choice and limit that to just 1 out here in the inning.
So a 4-6 fielder's choice. Scott Combs no longer on base. Tanner Glass moved from second. He's now over at third. Runners at the corners, top 2, with Ty Crittenberger at the plate. And Crittenberger just a bit foul in his last at-bat as he takes a pitch in for a ball, 1-0. That line to ball just left of the left field line. Nearly got his 3rd double of the year. As from the stretch, the pitch from Brown is a swing and a miss from Ty Crittenberger.
Big hack there from Crittenberger, not getting cheated today.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed by Crittenberger. Count is at 1-2. So we got fireworks night coming up on the 29th. Any other big events coming up for the Copperheads further on down the line?
I'd have to look closer to my promo schedule, but fireworks night coming up the 29th. We also have another one on July 20th. So we have 2 fireworks nights this season that should bring in a good crowd and are always a good time out in Athens, Ohio.
Well, they can't beat the venue as Ty Crittenberger is alive at the plate, 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch in, ground ball bouncing over towards a hole. Changing is the shortstop Strittmather, unable to make a play on Ty Crittenberger as there'll be an infield RBI single. Ty Crittenberger safe at first, coming in to score for the Copperheads is Tanner Glass. So Crittenberger on first. Phil Glasser moves over to second base Runners at first and second with only one out and 8 runs in. And we're only 1 out through here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, not the hardest hit ball Krittenberger's ever had in his life, but hey, it did the job. We got the run in, and we still have 1 down here in the second inning for the Copperheads.
Well, we've also batted around. Daniel Cruz led things off here in the top of the second inning. He comes around to bat again, and Jared Hurd will at least come around to bat, barring any double plays, as the 1-0 is swung on, and this one is grounded right back and hit on a line back to the pitcher, Parker Brown. So it was a double play.
You jinxed us, man.
Just jinxed it. But Copperheads, they score 6 here in the top of the second inning as they extend their lead. It's Southern Ohio 8. The Galion Graders 1. We'll be right back in the bottom of the second inning right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
The Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Ball Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.ballgreenmortine.com.
My name is Chris Gambit from Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to all my Bellarmine Knights. You're listening to Copperheads Media Network.
Galion Graders at the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. Copperheads batted around, scoring 6 in the top of the second as they hold an 8-1 lead. The 1-0 pitch in to Nicholas Sykes misses for a ball. 2-0 the count. Jax Mandela with a large lead, a 7-run lead, as the fastball is in for a called strike. 2-1.
Yeah, I'm sure Mandela liked when he saw that last inning, getting a nice 6 spot for him to give him the 7-run cushion here in the second inning.
2-1 pitch is swung on, a fly ball into shallow center field, diving and on his knees was Ty Krittenberger to make the catch, 1 away.
Yeah, good play there by Krittenberger, not playing too deep out there in center field and able to come on in there, get down to the knee, and make the play.
Our next batter for the Graders is
1 out, bottom of the second inning.
Takahiro Yamada.
This out came quicker than the Copperheads had an out or made an out in the top of the second. They didn't have anybody out until the fielder's choice by Phil Glasser that got Scott Combs out as the first ball's in for a called strike to Takahiro Yamada. Yamada on the season batting .083, has 2 hits and 24 at-bats. As Jax Mandela missed with the ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. As Mandela's pitch is swung on, this one's a ground ball over to Phil Glasser at short. He throws across and gets him in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. And for Jax Mandela, after giving up 1 run in the bottom of the first, is poised here to go 1-2-3 with Ryan Strittmather coming to the plate.
Yeah, relatively easy play there for Glasser, right at him, able to keep his body moving through the ball and get the easy out over to Glass at first base.
So Ryan Strittmather now. The Bobcat, teammates with Zion Avery, Sebastian Fabok, Colin Sells, Braxton Kelly on the Copperheads as he takes a ball high and inside for ball 1 from Jackson Mandela. For Ryan Strittmather, batting .240 as he swings and fouls it off 1-1. .240, has 12 hits and 50 at-bats, scored 8 runs. Does not have an extra base hit yet, does have 4 RBIs. 19 strikeouts as he lines one over the glove out into right field. His teammate Sebastian Fabok has a ball going to second base. The throw's a good one, and it is dropped by the shortstop, Phil Glasser. So Sebastian Fabok almost threw out his Bobcat teammate, Ryan Strittmather, at second, but the ball was dropped by the shortstop, Phil Glasser, and it's a two-out double for Ryan Strittmather, his first extra base hit of the year, and the Galion Graders have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, Strittmather able to take the other way, just get it over the reach of the jumping Glass over at first base, and Fabok with a strong throw into second base, just dislodged by Strittmather going in there, sliding to second.
It's an 8-1 lead for the Southern Ohio Copperheads as the leadoff man is at the plate. He swings and flies one high into the infield. Second baseman Zach Iverson ranges under and makes the one-hand grab, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3-4 inning for Jax Mandela as the Southern Ohio Copperheads hold a 7-run lead. It's 8-1 Cheds over the Graders. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
You will be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with the free complimentary breakfast, high-definition television in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi. In addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens, live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility, lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at jackios.com. Instagram or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the tap room in Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Hi, this is Thomas Cesaro from Lee University, and you're listening to Copperheads on the Copperheads Media Network.
Cesaro was hit by a pitch in a top-of-the-second rally by the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Copperheads 8, Galion Graders 1, as Jared Hurd comes to the plate for the second time today. He swings and fouls one straight back, 0-1. For Jared Hurd, batting 194. Is 0 for 1 today. Reached, or 0 for 0. 0 for 0. Had the one run scored. Reached base with a walk as the ball skips into the catcher, Bitzenhofer.
Yeah, that one only made it about 55 feet right there, so good eye there by Jared Hurd.
Sun has started to go behind the trees and the clouds here in Galion, Ohio at Heist Park. As now the 1-1 is taken in for a called strike. Jared Hurd behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Hurd did not have a passport, couldn't make the trip up to Canada, but did go home for the weekend, and the 1-2 is outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Hurd just rejoining the team here today. But he missed a nice little trip, and he organized a facility visit with the Detroit Tigers. Got to see the park and learned a little bit about their history.
Oh, yeah, beautiful ballpark up there in Detroit. We were able to meet a couple Tigers staff members, and Ben Jacobs and Michael Bauer. They were very generous. We got to go down onto the field, visit some of their different club seating levels. It was a good time.
As 3-2 was swung on and fouled back by Jared Hurd. He stays alive with nobody out here in the top of the third inning. As a 3-2 pitch. Checked to swing, didn't go around. Ball 4, Jared Hurd. Still doesn't have an official at-bat today, but he reached base twice, 2 walks. And Zach Iverson will come to the plate.
Great forearm strength there from Hurd. Check his swing there and make sure he didn't go around.
First walk allowed by Parker Brown, who is in his second inning of work. As Wyatt Smith, the starter for the Galion Graders, only went an inning. Gave up 4 hits, 5 runs as the fastball rides high. 1-0. But a lot of good history at the Tigers Park, Comerica Park. as the 1-0 does not go to the plate. Check over at first, and Jared Hurd, he goes back head first sliding. Count remains 1-0. The 1-0 is taken in for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. And we also learned a little interesting tidbit that perked up my ears. Ernie Hardwell has a statue out in front of Comerica Park. Is the only broadcaster as a check over at Jared Hurd. He goes back sliding, 2-0 the count. But Harwell, the only broadcaster in Major League history to have been traded for a player. It was a third-string catcher and some cash considerations. But Ernie Hardwell was traded to the Brooklyn Dodgers to call a couple baseball games, I believe back in the 40s, as we try to pull up the stats quickly.
Yeah, I think it was a good trade all in all. I mean, got some money for him and a nice third-string catcher. Can't complain with that one.
4 straight balls from the pitcher, Parker Brown, to Zach Iverson. Nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And runners are on first and second. This is starting almost the same and exactly the same as the top of the 2nd started. A walk to Cruz and Jared Hurd, then Zach Iverson singled. A walk to Jared Hurd and Zach Iverson. We'll see what Thomas Cesaro does here.
Another mound visit here for the Graders.
Another mound visit, and we'll just talk briefly about Ernie Hardwell while they chat out on the mound. As a broadcaster, Ernie Hardwell was with the Atlanta Crackers in 1943 and 48, the Brooklyn Dodgers in 48 through 49, the Giants, the New York Giants before they became the San Francisco Giants back in the 50s. He broadcasted there for 3 years. Baltimore Orioles, Joey Madore would enjoy this, as Hardwell broadcasted 5 years from 54 to 59, and then with the Detroit Tigers from 1960 to 1991. So a long career with the Detroit Tigers. Also had a couple years with, or 1 year with the California Angels, and then went back to broadcasting for the Tigers from 93 to 2002.
Yeah, another fun fact we were able to get today is that Hardwell statue is actually made by the same artist as the Michael Jordan statue outside the United Center. Pretty famous statue of Jordan doing his signature dunk.
Well, we've got a new pitcher on the mound, so we'll take a quick break right here on the Copperheads Media Network. I'll try to entertain as the Copperheads have an 8-1 lead and nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
The Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Ball Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.ballgreenmortine.com.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
8-1 lead. As we hear, handing our general manager, community-owned, student-operated. For the Southern Ohio Copperheads, they've got a 7-run lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Nobody out, and a new man out on the mound for the Galion Graders. For the Graders, a wait on the point streak official stats to try to identify him, as we are a little bit of a distance away from the ballpark. As a pitch in to Thomas Cesaro's in for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Runners are on first and second base for the Copperheads. Zach Iverson on first and Jared Hurd on second. As a fastball misses for a ball. 2-1. From the distance, it looks like Gavin Lewis is pitching. Gavin Lewis comes in to replace Parker Brown. Lewis from Bucyrus, Ohio, and is undecided on a college as he misses with the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, top of the third. It's been a rough start for the Galion Graders here in today's ball game.
Yeah, just not really able to find the zone here early on, and when they do, the Copperheads are able to capitalize on it.
Fastball does get in for a called strike, and now it appears Gavin Lewis has a full count. Lewis' last appearance came against the Hamilton Joes as a 4.84 ERA as Thomas Cesaro lines one out into left field, and that gets down for a single. Going from second all the way to home is Jared Hurd. It's an RBI single for Thomas Cesaro. Cesaro picking up a hit. And now the Southern Ohio Copperheads extend their lead. It's now 9-1, Southern Ohio.
Yeah, Cesaro able to take the high fastball there up and over the third baseman Sharp, and with Hurd speed on second, DeSano had no chance of getting Hurd at home.
So Thomas Cesaro on first base with nobody out here in the top of the third inning. On second base is Zach Iverson. Cesaro picking up his first RBI and first hit for a while for Thomas Cesaro, as the first pitch missed for Sebastian Fabok. Fabok hit a grand slam his last time up. That happened in the top of the second inning as he bats in the first, second, and third. As now he grounds one right into the glove of the third baseman Sharp, who will take out Iverson by standing on third base. A fielder's choice for Sebastian Fabok. He hit it hard, but a diving stop by Sharp gets the first out here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Sharp out there trying to make a shoelace string catch, just not able to come up with it. Iverson, no chance to get over there to third. Fielder's choice there for Fabok, but consistently hitting the ball hard this season.
It's been 3 straight hard-hit balls for Sebastian Fabok today. Fabok a double and a home run. Now he's 2 for 3 as a fastball misses low for Tanner Glass, 1-0. But for Thomas Cesaro, since going 5 for 5, he was held hitless since June 22nd. Michigan Monarchs 0 for 3 and 0 for 4 against the Monarchs. As a swing and a miss by Tanner Glass, 1-1 the count. So Cesaro picking up a hit today, June the 27th, 2019. 79 degrees here in Galion, Ohio. Sun still shining. Mentioned earlier, a couple rain showers threatened the start time of this game. Originally, it could have been called off. As now a line drive off the bat goes out into center field. Ranging into right center field is the center fielder Washington, and he will throw the ball back into the infield. Fly out for Tanner Glass, and now Scott Combs at the plate.
Yeah, Glass just flaring it out there into center field. Washington able to come on, and no real chance to tag up there for the Copperhead base runners.
Well, for Scott Combs today, he's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, catching in back-to-back days. Chris Gambert getting the day off today, extended rest after the long trip, as a fastball misses outside and low, goes all the way to the backstop. Moving over are Thomas Cesaro and Sebastian Fabok. Cesaro's now over at third base, and Fabok goes to second with Scott Combs at the plate. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning, 9-1 lead for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. They lost by a couple big margins against the St. Clair Green Giants, 15-4 back on the 25th, and in yesterday's game, a 7-2 loss. Both games where the Copperheads were leading, as the pitch misses inside to Scott Combs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, you said it. Copperheads able to jump out to 2 quick leads against the Green Giants up in Canada, and today able to do the same thing, but they've just continued to pour it on the Graders.
As now fastball's in for a called strike. And just going back to the Ernie Hardwell, just touching up on the trade. Hardwell became the only announcer in baseball history to be traded for a player when the Brooklyn Dodgers traded catcher Cliff Dapper to the Atlanta Crackers. As 3-1 the count to Scott Combs.
Combs almost got his got a little haircut on that one. Able to duck out of the way of it though.
So Cliff Dapper went to the Crackers. Hardwell goes to the Brooklyn Dodgers as ball 4 to Scott Combs. Bases are loaded here on the top of the 3rd inning. That's a first walk allowed by the new pitcher Gavin Lewis.
From Talmadge, Ohio, number 17, Philip Glasser.
And as a voiceover, you got a good voice for PA.
Yeah,
man
he's not
over in the
doing
press
too bad.
box.
Yep, we got our man Philip Glasser up from Talmadge, Ohio, the Blue Devils.
Phil Glasser today 0 for 2. Popped out to shortstop and grounded into a fielder's choice to second base as the first pitch missed outside for a ball, 1-0. It was only a 1-year contract for Hardwell. Is now a ground ball down into right field. That's in for a base hit. Coming in to score is Cesaro. Right behind him is Sebastian Fabok. The throw to the plate is in time for the 3rd and final outs here in the top of the 3rd. Sebastian Fabok did not slide. Copperheads do pick up one more run as they extend their lead to 9. It's 10-1. Copperheads over the Galion Graders. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network presented by Ohio Health. Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility, lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at jackios.com. Instagram or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the tap room in Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side. Locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors. And be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is much more than you think.
Hey, I'm Scott Combs, catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperhead Media Network.
Back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Copperheads keep on pouring in runs. They got 2 in the top of the 3rd. 2-6-2 is 1, 2, and 3 innings as Jax Mandela first pitch into Luke Correa. Missed for a ball, 1-0. Correa today flew out to left field. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, Mandela has to be enjoying these long innings in the shade in the dugout because his Copperheads teammates are just getting him runs on the board.
Well, it's been a very successful day at the plate for the Copperheads. 10 runs, only giving up 1 run here against the Graders as 2-1 count to Luke Correa. Jax Mandela only having to go and pump out strikes is now a ground ball over out into right field, close to the right field line, and the right fielder Fabok will throw it back in. It's a leadoff single for the Galion Graders here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with the Copperheads leading 10-1.
Yeah, Correa just turning on that ball for Mandela. Just out in there to Fabok, easy in for a single to start the inning.
It's 5 hits for the Galion Graders, 9 hits for the Copperheads. With those 9 hits, 1 was for a grand slam from Sebastian Fabok, all the way over the wall, an opposite field home run for Fabok as the first pitch is in for a called strike to Steven DeSanio. Steven DeSanio today 1 for 1 with a single. He singled back in the first, but just seemed forever ago here in today's game as the fastball misses inside 1-1. It's already been a long day for a lot of these Copperheads players. This morning is 7 o'clock. Left the Holiday Inn over in Canada as they swing and a fly ball down the line over into right field. Sebastian Fabok back at the wall. And this one will go foul.
Yeah, a little bit of an early wake-up call, but you never know how getting across the border is going to be. Happy to say that everyone made it across safe and sound, and no one got left up there.
Nobody got left up north. Although it's not a bad place to be. They just had the Raptors winning the NBA title. Kawhi Leonard is there.
Yeah, Raptors able to get to the finals this year due to the LeBron James finally going to the Western Conference.
Ground ball over to short. Phil Glasser throws it to first in time. First out. Runner moves over to second base. Steven DeSanio retired.
Our next batter for the Graders is
Luke
a
Correa
junior,
over at
Ohio
second.
University.
Steven DeSanio
Number
out
one,
on the 6-3.
Devontae Washington.
One out, bottom of the third. Devontae Washington at the plate, responsible for the only run scored by the Galion Graders in today's game. It was a sacrifice fly out into left field, getting in Bryce Ray as he's swinging a foul ball straight back. 0-1.
Got some good sound effects here in Galion.
That was a long kind of whistle. It's almost like those blow whistles.
Yeah, it almost got me a little nervous thinking, what's coming down to us?
0-1 count, one out. Runner on second base for the Galion Graders here in the bottom of the third inning. Jax Mandela on the mound pitching to Devontae Washington as he grounds one over towards first. Tanner Glass takes himself to first base in time for the second out. Luke Correa goes over to third on the ground out. So now runner 90 feet away from scoring here in the bottom of the third inning for the Galion Graders.
Yeah, a little cue ball hit there. A lot of English on that one, but Glass down there at first base able to corral it in and take it to the bag himself for the second out of the inning.
Fortunate enough to play a little foot golf up in Canada as well.
Oh, yeah. We were able to meet up with the Green Giants staff members, and we had a nice day on the golf course, you would say, with a little foot golf.
Pop fly in the infield, ranging over and making the catch is Daniel Cruz, aggressively coming in near the mound to make the play. Cruz was probably the only one in the area to make the play. Mandela probably could have made it, but gives way to Daniel Cruz. Third and final out here in the bottom of the third inning. Runner comes around to third base, does not score against Jax Mandela as the Southern Ohio Copperheads have a 10-1 lead over the Galion Graders here in Galion, Ohio. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side. Locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors. And be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brands designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women, footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial service needs. She is celebrating 14 years of service to the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Schneider.
Ty Krinberger from Pompano, Florida. You're listening to Ched's Media.
Ty Krittenberger leads things off here in the top of the fourth inning. Copperheads 10, Galion Graders 1. First pitch from Gavin Lewis misses low for a ball, 1-0.
Good eye there by Crittenberger, one of the hardest workers I've seen on this team this year, always in the cage trying to get better.
And for Jeff Stephen, the analytics director here for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, as the fastball misses inside, 2-0. Steppen said that Crittenberger, he has one of the most hard-hit contacts near the top for the Copperheads, top 3. But just the results have not been there for him yet.
Yeah, always tough for a player when you're hitting the ball hard, like we've seen, and just not seeing it in the batting average coming out the way you want it.
2-1 count, the pitch. Fastball misses inside, 3-1 now. You have to give Seth Collier some credit here. We're here in the top of the 4th inning, and the strike zone has remained nearly the same as it's been. It's been very consistent strike zone from the umpire, Seth Collier.
Love an ump with some integrity.
As a 3-1 on the way. Ball 4, Ty Crittenberger. Well, he'll just take a walk today, as
The
he's
next batter for the Southern
1
Ohio
for 2.
Copperheads is from Miami, Florida, number 37.
It's a leadoff walk here on the top of the 4th inning. Ty Crittenberger receiving the second walk from Gavin Lewis.
That's the 3rd straight inning with a leadoff walk for the Copperheads.
First pitch swing is Daniel Cruz. He pops it up over into left field. Shortstop and left fielder DeSanio. DeSanio calls off strip mound to the shortstop to make the one-hand grab. And there's one out. Daniel Cruz retired.
Yeah, Daniel Cruz, first pitch swing there, able to get it out into
Next batter for the Copperheads from Newcastle,
middle
Pennsylvania,
left field
12,
there, trying to
Jared
get it
Hurd.
right in between all 3 fielders, but DeSanio able to come on and make the play.
Daniel Cruz aggressive, swinging at the first pitch, flies out to left field, and now bring Jared Hurd to the plate. Hurd today doesn't have an official at-bat. He's 0 for 0 with a run scored. Reached second base in the 3rd inning, did not come around to score. Jared Hurd did come around to score. 2 runs scored in the inning. As the first pitch to Hurd missed for a ball. 1-0. It was Jared Hurd, followed by Zach Iverson with a walk. Thomas Zizero with an RBI, as on the move and stealing second base was Ty Crittenberger.
Yeah, Crittenberger showing off the speed. They're able to time up Lewis there on the mound. It even looked like it was a pitch out right there, but Crittenberger in there easily.
It's one of the areas where the Copperheads have kind of struggled this season. Stolen bases. They're 10th in the league in stolen bases with 33. They're 33 for 42, so make it 34 for 43 now. And for Crittenberger, his 2nd stolen base of the year, as Jared Hurd at the plate. Check swing went around, 2-1 the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base for the Southern Ohio Copperheads as they hold a 9-run lead over the Galion Graders. Gavin Lewis from the stretch, he deals. Jared Hurd takes it outside, ball 3. So 3-1 the count with 1 out, top 4.
Yeah, you talked about with this strike zone, the umpire's been consistent with it all day, and the Copperheads are just being patient, waiting on pitches that they know they can hit.
Copperheads in the walk department as now Jared Hurd swings and flies one deep out into right field, moving back at the wall, and it is out of here. Jared Hurd, 2-run homer here in the top of the 4th inning.
Jared Hurd with an absolute moonshot there, able to turn on it and take it deep out into right field for his first home run of the year.
Jared Hurd goes deep. First time, like you said, Ryan Donahue, as Hurd finally picks up his first home run. And RBIs number 6 and 7. Copperheads extend the lead now to 11. It's 12-1 in favor of the Jets.
The Copperheads, number 14, Zach Iverson.
So 2 runs in the inning. And the Copperheads have not been held off the scoreboard in any inning. They've gotten runs in the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and now here in the top of the 4th, as every single pitcher that the Galion Graders have thrown at the Southern Ohio Copperheads, the Copperheads bats have just batted them around.
Coach Dunphy is absolutely loving this offensive display today, seeing him smiling down there coaching third base.
Zach Iverson takes the first pitch away for a ball, 1-0. And the timely hitting and the power hitting really hasn't been there for the Copperheads all season long. Just a handful of home runs, just 8 so far. 2 home runs in today's game as they hit double digits as a team. As 1-1 pitch was in for a called strike to Zach Iverson. Iverson last time up, he walked, reached second base, came around and scored. As a swing and a ground ball, it nubbed over towards third, goes left of the third base line and foul, touched by the catcher Bitzenhofer.
Tell you what, if that stays fair, that's a perfect bunt swing there from Iverson.
Might not have been what he intended, but it gets the job done. On deck, Thomas Zizero. Zizero is 1 for 1 today with the RBI. There's now a fly ball over the glove of the shortstop, Strittmather, and in for a base hit. Zach Iverson picks up his second hit today, and there's still only 1 out here in the inning.
Iverson just doing his job there, not trying to do too much with 2 strikes. Takes it the opposite way, just able to get it out in front of the glove of the shortstop's Strittmather, and that's another base runner here in the inning for the Copperheads.
First pitch swinging. Now is Thomas Zizero. He flies it high right back to the mound. And caught by the first baseman Sykes for the second out. So Zizero, after picking an RBI single up his last at-bat, flies out to the pitcher's position. Location on the field for the second out here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, as soon as you heard that one, you could hear the groan from Zizaro. It was definitely a pitch he could hit, but hey, Smiling going back to the dugout, still got the 11-run lead. Nothing to worry about today.
First pitch swing now is Sebastian Fabok. He flies one off towards our right and out of play over near the bullpen for the Copperheads. On the home run call, Colin Sells looking up, a little baffled as to figure out where that noise was coming from. They're broadcasting across the way outside in a football stadium press box as a fastball misses high to Sebastian Fabok. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 runs already in. Scoreboard lit up 1 through 4 for the Copperheads. 2-6, 2-2 as they have 12 runs with 2 outs. Sebastian Fabok taking a ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
Yeah, our press box might be a little far away today, but compared to the Green Giants where we were in the stands with the crowd, I'll take this one.
Take this any day. Just wish there could be some air conditioning in here, but we'll take it. As Sebastian Fabok takes that pitch, low and away, 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Runner on first base, Zach Iverson. Looped a single over the shortstop, Ryan Strittmather. Count is out 3-1 with 2 outs. The pitch, Sebastian Fabok swings and flies this one into shallow right field. Second baseman moves back onto the grass, Yamada, and makes a one-hand catch to retire the side, but not before the Southern Ohio Copperheads tack on 2 more here in the top of the 4th. It's now the Cheds 12, the Galion Graders 1. We'll be right back here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Rocky Brands is much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brands designs, develops, and markets hardworking boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brands story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial service needs. See us celebrating 14 years of service to the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Schneider, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Schneider, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh.
This is Jax Mandela. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is your Copperhead Media Network.
Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be J.P. Bitzenhofer, Nicholas Sykes, and Takahiro Yamada due up for the Galion Graders. Southern Ohio Copperheads 12, Galion Graders 1. As Jax Mandela pitching from the windup, he deals a swing and a pop-up over towards the right side. Moving in is the right fielder Sebastian Fabok, eyeing it near the line. He makes a one-hand catch right in front of his face for the first out. One pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Copperheads leading by 11.
Yeah, not too threatening fly ball there from Bitzenhofer. Fabok able to camp under it, pitch a 10, and make the first out of the inning.
Nicholas Sykes now at the plate. Sykes flew out to center field his last time up. It was a knee-sliding catch from the center fielder Ty Krittenberger, as the first pitch from Jax Mandela is in for a called strike. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. As a swing, and this one is a fly ball over towards the right side, but this one is out of play and hits us over here at the football press box. Hits the grandstands behind us and is rolled to around, we'll call it the 33-yard line. As the pitch from Mandela outside for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Could potentially call a baseball game and a football game here at the same time. As a swing and a line drive out into left field, Jared Hurd is there, makes the catch. 2-away, bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, good swing of the bat there by Sykes, but really nothing going the way of the Graders today. Hurd right there able to make the catch.
University of Dayton from Noblesville, Indiana, number 6.
It's just been an offensive output for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, as they've got 12 here in today's game, as we're only 2 outs into the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch from Jax Mandela to Takahiro Yamada missed for a ball, 1-0. Yamada grounded out to short his last time up. As Mandela deals, fastball in for a called strike, 1-1. So 1-1 the count. 2 outs. The pitch in misses for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Take a look at the scoreboard around the league as the 2-1 is swung on and found straight back over the netting and out of play. 2-2 now. Richmond Jazz lead the Lima Locos 5-4. Grand Lake Mariners 3-1 over the Cincinnati Steam. That game is still ongoing. St. Clair Green Giants still have home games. They're facing the Xenia Scouts. A win there would help the Southern Ohio Copperheads as the 2-2 is swung on, lifted out over into right field. Sebastian Fabok in foul territory makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Jax Mandela here in the bottom of the fourth inning as the Southern Ohio Copperheads hold a 12-1 lead over the Galion Graders. We'll be back in the top of the fifth coming up next on the Copperheads Media Network presented by Ohio Health. Schneider, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Schneider, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.schneiderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's, located off of Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood, Ohio Realty, will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood, bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Schneider, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002.
I'm Sebastian Fabok from Cincinnati, Ohio, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Tanner Glass leads things off here in the top of the fifth inning. Copperheads with a 12-1 lead as the first pitch is delivered to Glass. Missed for a ball from the arm of Gavin Lewis. Lewis, the longest pitcher on the mound for the Galion Graders today, as White Smith and Parker Brown only lasted 1 inning each. As the 1-0 misses low to Tanner Glass. Glass today has a single, a hit by pitch, and a fly out to center field, so he's 1 for 2. As Gavin Lewis behind in the count 2-0, and he'll just hit Glass for the second time today. Second pitcher that's hit Glass. And now, runner on first base for the Copperheads here in the top of the fifth inning.
And I would say, Connor, that one looked like it hurt.
Well, Glass has a big frame, big body weightlifting frame, so seems like he can take a ball or two. Probably doesn't need ice after, but who knows? As the first pitch into Scott Combs, missed inside for a ball, 1-0. The hit by pitch to Tanner Glass. Ball bounced right off of him. And now Scott Combs batting with a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball into the zone, 1-1. Sun is now deciding to go down slowly here in Galion, Ohio, in Heights Park. As another hit by pitch. That one looks like it hurt just a little bit more. Scott Combs throws his bat towards the dugout of the Copperheads. And we'll take a slow jog over to first. Back-to-back hit by pitches here for the Copperheads.
I'll say it once, I'll say it again. That one looked like it hurt, Connor.
Well, it sounded like it hurt from up here. And, I just find this interesting here. In between innings, he decided to run down to around the 33, 32-yard line on the football field, and you got yourself a little souvenir from Galion.
Oh, yeah, it looks like the kids decided to slow down on the ball hawking. I was able to get a souvenir myself today.
You were the closest to the ball, so congratulations, you got the ball. Mound meeting for the Galion Graders. This will be the third time, and there will be a new man out on the mound. We'll take a quick break here on the Copperheads Media Network as the Copperheads hold a 12-1 lead over the Galion Graders here in Galion, Ohio. Runners on first and second base, both reached with a hit by a pitch. We'll be back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Schneider, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Schneider, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give them a call at 594-8385.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar.
This is Jax Mandela. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is your Copperhead Media Network.
Phil Glasser at the plate for the Southern Ohio Copperheads here in the top of the fifth inning. Runners on first and second base and a new arm on the mound. The fourth pitcher today for the Galion Graders as a pitch misses low, ball one. Well, this is a pitcher that they haven't even used yet this season, Sean Mclaughlin, listed as a position player and infielder, as a ground ball over towards second base could be two. The throw from Yamada over to second for one. The relay to first, not in time. It'll just be a fielder's choice. The second time that Glasser's fielded into a fielder's choice to the second baseman today.
Yeah, with an 11-run deficit, you can only imagine the Graders have Mclaughlin out there just trying to eat up some innings, save some arms for the week.
One out recorded here on the top of the fifth. Copperheads 12, Galion Graders 1. Sean Mclaughlin on the mat out of Henderson, Tennessee, and the University of Cincinnati as the ball rides high and inside to Ty Crittenberger, 1-0. Crittenberger on the day is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk as the pitch is swung on and missed, 1-1.
I tell you what, with Mclaughlin coming in, it looks like the Graders dugout has had a little burst of energy over there.
Just a little burst of energy. Always exciting to see a position player pitching as a fastball misses high, ball two. 2-1 the count, one out here in the top of the fifth inning. Copperhead scoring runs in each the first, second, and third and fourth innings. So they've scored in every single inning since this game has started. And again, that's something they didn't do against the St. Clair Green Giants as a fastball misses inside, ball three. So 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Ty Crittenberger as he shuffles his legs back in the right-handed batter's box and will trot on over to first. Bases are loaded with 1 out here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting number
Ty with some quick feet there to get out of the way of that ball. Could have been looking at a little toe shot, but able to move out of the way and get 90 feet down to first base and load up the bases with 1 out for Daniel Cruz.
Daniel Cruz today trying to get his first hit, has walked, lined into a double play. Not necessarily his fault, just an unfortunate placement of the ball. And is behind in the count 0-1 as he swings a little bit early, pops this one up high into foul territory. First baseman and the catcher almost collide near the Copperheads dugout, but it'll be the catcher Bitzenhofer who makes the catch, and now there are 2 away.
Yeah, great movement there by Bitzenhofer, able to get the mask off, locate the ball, and move halfway down the first base line and make a running catch for the Graders. 2 outs down.
Jared Hurd is yet to be retired in today's game. He bats in from the left side. A walk in the second, a walk in the third, and he hit a home run in the fourth inning, his first of the season, as he takes a pitch outside for ball 1.
Can only imagine Mclaughlin's going to be a little hesitant here pitching to Hurd, even with the bases loaded after seeing the power he displayed last at bat.
1-0 taken outside, pitching him away, trying to take him opposite fields, 2-0. Copperheads, 12 runs on 11 hits, and time was called at the plate by Jared Hurd, so the pitch does not count. Count remains 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Mclaughlin working fast up there. Hurd just wants a little etiquette, a little more time to get himself set, and can't blame him out there.
Hurd takes a fastball in for a called strike. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Bases are loaded, and a swinging line drive out into center field, but right at the center fielder, Washington, who makes the catch. So getting into a sticky situation with Sean Mclaughlin, but he comes out not giving up the run the first time that the Copperheads have posted a 0 in the top half of an inning in today's game, but they hold an 11-run lead over the Galion Graders. It's Southern Ohio 12, the Galion Graders 1. We'll be right back on the Southern Ohio Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
My name is Jake Hansen. I'm from Olney Central College. Go Knights, and this is your Copperheads Media Network.
Copperheads held off the board for the first time in today's game. 2 runs, 6 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs from the first to the fourth. Is now first pitch swinging and lining one out into left center field was Ryan Strittmather. He's 2 for 2 today and is on base with a leadoff single. Had a leadoff double back in the second. Did not come in to score. But for the Copperheads, bats have been alive and well today, aided by a little bit of the pitching staff from the Graders. Hasn't been pretty. 5 runs off of Wyatt Smith, 4 runs from Parker Brown. Gavin Lewis giving up 2 runs. That is now a pop fly over in foul territory near the first base side, moving over towards the first base side dugout. The Copperheads dugout is Tanner Glass. He makes a catch in foul territory. And now there's 1 out with a runner on first base here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Graders being aggressive here early. 2 first pitch swingers there for the team. And Mandela able to get it on the hands of Ray and pop it out over there at first base of Glass in foul territory.
So Sean Mclaughlin is now batting. And Mclaughlin batting for himself, so Luke Correa, the designated hitter, is no longer in this game. So Correa is out. Sean Mclaughlin is in. And on the move, the throw down from Combs. It's a good one, and in time, caught stealing. Scott Combs gets Ryan Strittmather over at second base. Nice tag applied by Zach Iverson. And now there are 2 away with nobody on the base paths here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Sean Mclaughlin at the plate.
Yeah, great throw there by Combs, and another great job by Iverson to get that one off the infield grass on a 1-hop and get the runner.
Fly ball, right field. Sebastian Fabok has it, makes a catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Mandela. Mandela cruising through 5 as we are headed to the top of the 6th inning with the Southern Ohio Copperheads leading the Galion Graders 12-1. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network presented by Ohio Health.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmortine.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Zach Iverson swinging and missing at the first offering from Sean McIntyre. He missed for a strike, 0-1. It'll be Zach Iverson, followed by Thomas Cesaro and Sebastian Fabok, all here in the top of the sixth inning. Copperheads with an 11-run lead. It's 12-1. Cheds. McIntyre's pitch, line drive out into right center field, making the catch around his knee. A little basket catch is the center fielder Devontae Washington. And now there's one out here in the bottom, or the top of the sixth inning.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Iverson. Copperheads have been making loud outs all day, not making it easy on the graders.
So an easy out for the Graders finally here in the top of the sixth as Cesaro's at the plate. Cesaro today takes a first pitch in for a called strike. It was a breaking ball that has sent the Galion dugout into a frenzy.
It is absolute pandemonium down there.
Thomas Cesaro ground ball off of the third baseman sharp and into left field. We'll see how that's scored. And it will most likely be as an error as it went off the shoulder of the third baseman sharp out into right field, or out into left field.
Number 22, Sebastian Fabok.
Thomas Cesaro on base here on the top of the sixth inning.
Yeah, nice hard hit ground ball there by Cesaro. Just sharp had his boots on right there, and that's going to be an E5.
First pitch in for a called strike to Sebastian Fabok. 0-1.
Whoo! Inside there on Fabok. Good thing he's got that elbow guard, but is able to get out of the way.
Ball rides way inside to Fabok. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here on the top of the sixth as the Sean McIntyre pitch misses a breaking ball in the dirt, 2-1. It'll be Fabok, Tanner Glass, and Scott Combs. All due up. Combs if the inning continues past that point. 2-1 count, 1 out with Thomas Cesaro at first base. Cesaro, it is scored as an error as a swing and a miss from Sebastian Fabok brings the count to 2-2. Fabok on the day, he's 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. That comes off of a RBI single and a RBI double and a grand slam. So he's had himself an effective day. Just doing what Sebastian Fabok does. Last pitch missed for a ball. The 3-2 offering high and inside, ball 4. And McIntyre walks Sebastian Fabok here in the top of the sixth inning. Runners on first and second base as they seem to have been all day long here against the Galion Graders.
Yeah, you said it, Connor. The Copperheads have just had base runners all day, really forcing it on the Graders, making them make mistakes, and we've been able to see that with the score with 12-1 here in the sixth.
First pitch misses for a ball to Tanner Glass, 1-0. Tanner Glass today, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored as pitched in for another ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Mclaughlin really looks to be hunting at the elbows right now.
3-0 the count. Sean Mclaughlin has yet to find the strike zone here in this at-bat. As a pitch to Tanner Glass is on the inside corner for a called strike.
Yeah,
But Tanner Glass just hoping not to get hit by another pitch.
Yeah, I would say so. And with the way it's looking, he'll just walk on over to first. That's 4 balls for Mclaughlin, and Glass is on first base.
Yes, he is. As now runners are everywhere for the Copperheads. Second, third, first, and at the plate, Scott Combs.
The man, the myth, the legend, the veteran from last season. Always great to have veterans back like Combs and Cesaro to help bolster the team.
So Scott Combs batting in from the right side. First pitch for a strike. 0-1. Second pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch in for a called strike. And Scott Combs quickly behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Combs today 2 for 2 with an RBI and a walk, batting .306 this season as the 0-2 pitch bounces in the dirt and away from the catcher Bitzenhofer. Holding off over at first base is holding off over at third base is Thomas Cesaro. On second base is Sebastian Fabok. Tanner Glass on first. 0-2 or 1-2 count, 1 out. Copperheads 12. The Galion Graders 1 as a golf swing from Scott Combs out into left center field. Diving and not making the catch is the center fielder, Devontae Washington. Coming in to score is Thomas Cesaro. Right behind him is Sebastian Fabok. The Copperheads extend their lead. They now lead the Galion Graders 14-1.
Yeah, Combs takes out his pitching wedge there. Got a nice barrel on the ball, though. Washington, the Bobcat, with the diving effort, but just not able to make the play. That's 2 more runs for the Bobcats. 14-1 here in the 6th inning.
Well, for the Copperheads, as runners are on first and second base with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Copperheads 14. The Galion Graders 1. At the plate, Phil Glasser. First pitch to Glasser. Miss side for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 the count. And the pitch in to Glasser again outside. 2 balls and no strikes. For Phil today, picked up a hit. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI. Batting .250 this season as a swing and a line drive down the line out into right field. That one is just foul. And Phil Glasser, 2-1 the count.
Yeah, another good piece of hitting there by the Copperheads. They've been doing it all day. Just a few feet foul of the line over there in right field. Would have definitely scored 1, and Combs, who knows with his speed, maybe 2.
The 2-1 pitch to Phil Glasser taken outside. So it's either been a pitch down the middle for Phil Glasser, which he roped down the line but foul out and right, or a 3 straight pitches outside for ball. And a line drive over towards the middle, in for a base hit. Runners will just advance 1 base as Phil Glasser picks up his 2nd hit on the day. His first hit since the 3rd. And now the bases are juiced once again for the batter, Ty Crittenberger.
Yeah, a little station-to-station baseball there from the Copperheads. Everyone gets to advance 90 feet, and we got the bases loaded again.
So Scott Combs, who was ruled as a single. Combs had 2 RBIs there. And at the plate, Ty Crittenberger takes a called strike. 0-1. Coming in to score on the Combs RBI single was Cesaro and Fabok. As now a foul ball is taken right over near us, over on the football side of the complex. 0-2 the count. With 1 out, bases loaded here in the top of the 6th inning. Ty Crittenberger swings and the ball is foul tipped and into the glove of the catcher Bitzenhofer. 2nd out of the inning. And now Daniel Cruz will look for his first hit today. He's 0 for 3. First strikeout on the day for Sean McIntyre. Or Sean Mclaughlin. Excuse me, as McLaughlin's first pitch in for a called strike on Daniel Cruz, 0-1. On the count. The pitch, Daniel Cruz, bouncing ball over towards short, taken on the run, but it gets by him and out into left field. It'll be scored as an error towards the shortstop, Strittmather, and another run comes in to score. Copperheads put up 15 in today's game.
Yeah, Strittmather just not able to come up with the play there. Try to go for the forehand, but probably should have went for a little backhand play and try to get it on over to first base. Just got caught up in between on that one.
With the error, Daniel Cruz on first. Coming in to score was Tanner Glass. And now a bouncing ball, another chance for Strittmather, the shortstop. The throw over to first. In time, side retired. Jared Hurd out on the 6-3. As 3 outs recorded, going to the bottom of the 6th. Copperheads have 15 on the board. It's the Southern Ohio Copperheads 15, the Galion Graders 1. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
This is Jax Mandela. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is your Copperhead Media Network.
DeSanio at the plate for the Galion Graders as they trail by 14 in today's game. First pitch in for a called strike from Jackson Mandela. Mandela pitching into the 6th inning here. As a swing and a line drive out into left field, gets down for a base hit. It's a leadoff single for Steven DeSanio here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, it seems like the Graders today have always been successful early in the count against Mandela, but just really have not been able to get anything going besides that. We got 2 touchdown lead. I think that's fair to say when we're sitting in the football press box here at the Graders home field.
2 touchdowns, and the 2-point conversion is good as a fly ball over towards left field, back at the wall. Moving back is Jared Hurd, all the way back, leaping, and can't make the catch. It's out of here. Looked like it might have been assisted by Jared Hurd. I'm not sure if it hit his glove or not. But it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Devontae Washington. Steven DeSanio comes in to score. Devontae Washington hits the home run, so he scores. And for Washington,
good piece of hitting. I guess if it's going to be anyone today for the Graders, at least it was a Bobcat. We still got the 12-run lead, but I'm sure Jackson Mandela is not too happy about that one.
Helps out Rob Smith's team as Devontae Washington, home run number 2 on the season. And his first home run in a while since the Grand Lake Mariners back on June 9th. First pitch in for a called strike to Andrew Sharp. 0-1. So on the count, nobody out. Bottom 6. The Galion Graders get on the board for the first time since the bottom of the first, as it's a 1-1 count. Southern Ohio 15, Galion Graders 3. Fastball in, misses low. 2 balls and a strike. So Jackson Mandela looking to settle down as a 2-1 on the way. A ground ball over towards the third baseman, Cruz. He bobbles it a little bit, but the throw will not get him in time as Tanner Glass stepped off the bag, tried to tag the quick-footed Andrew Sharp up the line, unable to get it. And now it's an infield single or an error for Daniel Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz with a little bobble of the ball there. Throw looked decent here, but Glass not able to stay on the bag, and that's going to be an E on Daniel Cruz, we are assuming.
And it is an error officially on point streak, so an error on Cruz, his 5th on the season, as a fastball is taken in for a called strike to J.P. Bitzenhofer. 0-1. Bitzenhofer in today's game 0 for 2. As Mandela's 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled off over near the dugout for the Galion Graders. Mandela quickly ahead on the count, 0-2. Oh, 2, nobody out. Bottom 6. Copperheads put up 3 in the inning. Galion Graders looking to match that. They already have 2. And now fastball is high and inside for the first ball in the count. 1-2 to J.P. Bitzenhofer. For Mandela, through 5 innings so far, has allowed 8 hits, 3 runs, only 2 earned. No walks and a strikeout is now a pop fly down the right field line, but slicing foul near the bullpen for the Copperheads. And Mandela's still ahead, 1-2 on the count. Mandela to look into the catcher, Scott Combs. With nobody out, the pitch in bounces a good couple feet in front. Scott Combs had to block it. Taking second base was Andrew Sharp. No throw, 2-2.
Yeah, Combs with a good effort there to keep the ball in front of him. Just ricocheted a little bit too far out in front, and the Graders able to advance over to second on the play.
Jackson Mandela, the 2-2 pitch. Line drive out over near right field, but slicing foul and out of play.
We had a nice little sunset here at Heights Park here in Galion, Ohio tonight. Don't you think so, Connor?
Absolutely. It's a nice little park as a foul ball from the bat of Bitzenhofer. Straight back to the netting. 2-2 the count remains. Sun was a little bit glaring, made it a little hard to see where the ball was going at times, but overall it's been a pretty nice day. Long day for the Copperheads. Started up in Canada and is driven all the way out to Galion, Ohio. Long day, but it's been all right. As now taking third base, Scott Combs, the throw down. He got him. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That's why.
I'm not too sure about that one there, Connor. Cruz definitely had the tag on. It looked like it was he's taking the ball out of his glove, but the umpire, we got a two-man crew today, so a little tough to see. Not the most athletic umpires I've ever seen in my life, so in a 12-run lead, I guess we'll take it.
Fly ball deep out into left field, back the wall. Hurd can't get it. One hops the fence. Rounding second and holding off will be J.P. Bitzenhofer. It's an RBI double to drive in Andrew Sharp. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. And the Galion Graders have matched what the Copperheads did in the top half of the inning. They just have to match it for the rest of the game. Or they'd have to do more than match. They'd have to continue to pile on runs as now Austin Dunphy comes out from the dugout. Take a slow walk out to Jax Mandela. Mandela allowing 4 runs, only 2 earned. Couple of errors in the inning.
Still not sure about that play at third there, Connor. I do think it was Cruz was taking the ball out of his glove. He held the tag in time, but that one's going to come back to hurt the Copperheads a little bit, but they got a big enough cushion. Shouldn't be too much of an effect in this ball game.
Well, it's a 15-4 lead for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. They're on the losing end of this score just a couple days ago. The first game against the St. Clair Green Giants. Jax Mandela remains on the mound. But against the Green Giants, a 15-4 loss on the 25th, and a 7-2 loss in yesterday's game. Before then, the Copperheads were on a 5-game winning streak. Beat the Mariners and were rained out for the first time this season. Beat the Clippers by double digits, 13-2, 10-6. Monarchs 13-5 as a swing and a fly ball high off for the bat of Nicholas Sykes, and it is caught in foul territory from the first baseman Tanner Glass. And now the first out has been made here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's what Dunphy's looking for right there. Went out to the mound to calm down Jax Mandela. First pitch swinging, able to get the first out of the inning.
1 out, bottom 6. As at the plate, Takahiro Yamada. First pitch to Yamada. Taken inside for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 the count. 1 out, runner on second, and J.P. Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer picking up the first hit of the day. Two-0 count. With 1 out and a runner on second base. The pitcher Mandela, pop fly right side into shallow right field, right center field, where Sebastian Fabok will call everyone off and make the catch. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, 2 nice, easy pop-ups, back-to-back batters for Mandela. Got 2 outs in the inning, and it's looking to shut down the Graders and get us to the 7th.
So 2 outs here, bottom 6. At the plate, Ryan Strittmather. Strittmather today, 2 for 2, has found a lot of success against Jackson Mandela. As the first pitch misses high for ball 1. Fastball missed for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. Runner on second here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs already in against Jackson Mandela. Is now a line drive right back up the middle and down for a base hit into center field. Ty Krittenberger. The throw will not be made as it's mishandled out in center field. An RBI single off the bat of Ryan Strittmather. He's 3 for 3 today. And Jackson Mandela just needs to get out of this inning. It's been 4 spot against the
Batting for Raiders,
Copperheads.
Number 12, Bryce
And
Ray.
Strip Mather just seems to have Mandela's number today. You said it 3 for 3, 1 double, and 2 singles on the day for Strip Mather.
2 outs. Top of the lineup, Bryce Ray at the plate. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. It's been the only inning of extreme difficulty for Jax Mandela. Only run he allowed was back in the first, but he's allowed 4 here in the bottom of the 6th as the off-speed pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Strittmather with the single knocks in J.P. Bitzenhofer, and Bryce Ray at the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Copperheads 15, and a bouncing ball over towards second base. A shortstop, Phil Glasser, makes a play, throws it to second base to Phil Iverson, and the side is retired, but not before the Galion Graders put up a 4 spot against the Southern Ohio Copperheads. They now trail by 10. It's 15 Southern Ohio, Galion 3. We'll be right back on the Southern Ohio Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmortine.com.
This is Jax Mandela. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is your Copperhead Media Network.
Top of the 7th inning for the Southern Ohio Copperheads as they come to the plate. Copperheads lead 15-5. 4 runs were allowed in the bottom of the 6th inning. But the Copperheads have themselves still a comfortable lead, a 10-run lead. As Zach Iverson at the plate. Iverson today will be facing a new man on the mound. Takahiro Yamada was making his first pitching appearance of the season. Yamada from Noblesville, Indiana, and University of Dayton, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Was batting .083 coming into today's game, as he has a 1-1 count on Zach Iverson, as a fastball's in for a called strike, 1-2.
Yamada, a position player, but looks to be bringing it in here pretty good against Iverson.
And for Yamada, comes in to replace Sean Mclaughlin as the ball misses low and hits the catcher right in the thigh area, the catcher Bitzenhofer.
And I've said it before, that did not look like it felt good.
We'll try to see if we have a position change over at second base. We do. It could be Sean Mclaughlin over at second, or potentially Gavin Lewis over at second. But unsure. We'll get back when we can see a number or maybe get some binoculars. It's a yellow outline on the jersey for the Galion Graders. As the fastball misses outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. As a payoff pitch is swung on and found straight back, we'll do it again.
If I had to bet money on this one, Connor, I'd say that's McLaughlin out there at second base.
That's 39 over at second.
I think. I'm definitely not sure on this one, though.
So Sean McLaughlin over at second. So says color commentator fill-in extraordinaire Ryan Donahue. Donahue filling in for Joey Medor. And Medor will be joining us back on the broadcast, filling in the play-by-play duties for tomorrow's game. As battling at the plate is Zach Iverson. Copperheads almost a skeleton team, didn't have the full squad, and fastball misses high. Ball 4. Zach Iverson reaches base today for the 4th time today. For Iverson, 2 for 4 on the day.
Now batting number 9,
walks.
Thomas Zazaro.
Zazaro comes back to the plate. Zazaro 1 for 3 with 4 runs scored, an RBI, and a walk, batting .289 on the season. On deck, Sebastian Fabok pushed his average back up to .389. Iverson on first with a walk. First walk allowed on the day for Takahiro Yamada. First pitching appearance for him on the season. 1-0 count as the fastball missed to Thomas Zazaro as he bloops one shallow right field, but coming in to make the one-hand grab would be the right fielder Ray.
Yeah, Ray moving in there a couple steps, able to camp under it a little bit and secure the first out of the inning for the Graders.
1 out, top of the 7th. Copperheads just need a couple more outs, 9 more outs to get out of this game and go home with a win, snapping a 2-game skid as the first pitch to Sebastian Fabok is fouled off towards the right side and out of play.
Yeah, if the Copperheads are able to keep this one the way it's going, it's going to be a huge win for them, get to sleep in their own beds tonight, and looking to get back on track tomorrow, get another win streak started.
0-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. 15-5 is your score. Southern Ohio Copperheads over the Galion Graders as Fabok takes a fastball in for a called strike, 0-2. So Takahiro Yamada making his first appearance on the mound, pitching for the Graders all season long. And so far he's gotten 1 out. As the 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, ground ball over towards the shortstop strip mather. The throw across is picked. No, it's not picked. It was nearly picked by the first baseman, Sykes, but he psyched us out as he nearly had it, but just dropped it at the end. Ball was in the air by the time Sebastian Fabok was running to first, and it was ruled as a single end-point streak. So Fabok today picks up his 3rd hit, batting average at .397, inches closer and closer to trying to reclaim the top spot in the GLSCL. And again, Tanner Glass has been the least favorite batter for the Galion Graders. He gets hit by a pitch today for the 3rd time in the ball game. This happened to Zion Avery earlier on in the season. Since then, pitchers have picked on Avery a little bit less. But now, what's going on with Tanner Glass? 3 hit by pitches today.
I'm not sure. Glass in that 4th spot. Maybe they're just scared of him, just trying to save as many pitches as possible and just get him on bases with 1 pitch.
Well, 1 pitch was thrown and a line drive out into right field, but right at the right fielder Roy, tagging over at 3rd, but not really going anywhere, is Zach Iverson. So Fabok is on first with a single. Or no, Fabok is over on second base with the single. Tanner Glass is on first with the hit by pitch. Zach Iverson's man over at 3rd. He reached base with a walk.
Combs looks none too happy after that fly out there to the right fielder, seeing that his Summer teammate and Michigan State teammate did not try to get him that sack fly there and get him the extra RBI.
It's all about padding the stats at this point as the fastball hits the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Phil Glasser at the plate. Glasser has picked up a couple hits today. He's 2 for 5 with an RBI. As the 0-1 count, the pitch misses, ball 1. 1-1 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. No runs in for the Copperheads here in the top of the 7th after scoring 3 in the top of the 6th. Fastball in, line foul, and out of play. 1-2. So 1-2 the count as we're past 9:15 here in Galion, Ohio. Takahiro Yamada on the mound as the 1-2 pitch taken high for ball 2.
Little pause on that one right there. Connor trying to throw off Glass with a different timing right there.
Have to figure it out either way. As this might be a little bit of a nightmare on point streak, as it appears Gavin Lewis is still pitching. As a chop swing is fouled back at the plate, Phil Glasser stays alive.
Ched's faithful still in the stands cheering on the team. You love to see it.
No one louder than Annie. Always supporting the team.
That is a fact.
2-2 the count. And the pitch to Phil Glasser taken just a bit high. Count is run full to Phil Glasser.
Annie again cheering on Phil. I know Annie, she's cheering her heart out tonight, so I'm going to give her a nice community-owned, student-operated Southern Ohio Copperhead shout-out.
That's the motto for the team, is a swing and a miss by Phil Glasser. First strikeout on the day for Takahiro Yamada, and the side goes quietly. Iverson's on third, Fabok on second, Tanner Glass, he was on first, but no runs come in to score for the Copperheads. But that's all right. 15 have already come across for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. 15-5 is your score as we enter into the 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners, 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieOs.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the Tap Room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is so much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Sean Mclaughlin batting for the Galion Graders here in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Copperheads hold a 15-5 lead over the Galion Graders. Mclaughlin takes a ball. 2-1 the count. Jax Mandela remains on the mound for the Copperheads. He will try to go through 7 in today's ball game. As now fastball misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike with nobody out.
McLaughlin going with a little retro look. He's got only the 1 batting glove on. Don't see that too much nowadays.
No, not really. As the pitch, line drive deep out into left center field. Moving back as the center fielder Ty Crittenberger. The ball at 1 hops the fence. Crittenberger back at the warning track. The throw short hops the second baseman Thomas Cesaro, who's out in center field, shallow center field. Shortstop Phil Glasser has a ball now, but on second base with a double is Sean McIntyre. McIntyre was previously 0 for 1 today, but picks up a hit as he's 1 for 2 with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And for Mandela, trying to go for his longest outing of the year. He'll tie his longest outing. He went 7 his last 2 times out as the 1-0 pitch misses low. 1-0 the count, runner on second base. Mandela trying to get through the inning as a 1-0 is swung on and missed. Brings the count to 1-1.
Yeah, Mandela trying to get to 7, but it looks like Coach Dunphy has someone warming up down there in the Copperheads bullpen.
1-1 count, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Steven Diasano is at the plate. Diasano, 2 hits today, 2 for 3. As a 1-1 is delivered, taken in for a called strike, 1-2. Infield is back. Outfield's kind of shifted opposite way. A lot of space down the line over and left. Gets a right-handed batter. So playing him as an opposite field hitter. As a 1-2 bounced in the dirt. Good block by Scott Combs, who's working for the 2nd straight day today. Catcher in yesterday's game, catching today. It's been a long, wild game for Scott Combs behind the plate. Galion Graders picked up 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th as it's 15-5 as a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jax Mandela picks up his first strikeout today.
Washington.
It took him all the way until the bottom of the 7th inning, but Jackson Mandela picks up a strikeout. With that comes up Devontae Washington, and Washington today had a 2-run home run against Mandela. That happened just an inning ago. It was part of the 4 runs against Mandela in the bottom of the 6th. As there's a runner on second base here in the bottom of the 7th inning, no runs in here in this frame. As a fastball misses high and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. The scoreboard says 1-0, the count. And a fly ball into the infield. Shortstop Phil Glasser makes a catch, battles through the lights. And now 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, pop up over to short. Glasser did not see the ball. Not the best light set up here at Heist Field here in Galion, but Glasser nonetheless
Now
able to make the play at the
Andrew
second out of
Sharp.
the inning.
2 outs, bottom 7, Andrew Sharp at the plate. For Sharp today, reached base on an error, popped out to third, and then also had a single back in the first. So he's 1 for 2 today. As the first pitch from Jax Mandela. As he had to be thrown, and now he's ready. First pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Over on second base is Sean Mclaughlin. As a ground ball over, diving is Daniel Cruz. He gets up, the throw across the diamond is not picked by the first baseman, Tanner Glass. It was a short hop that went over the glove of Tanner Glass. And everybody is safe. Andrew Sharp's on second base. Moving from second to third is Sean McLaughlin. And now runners are at second and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Really nice play there from Cruz, diving to his right-hand side, getting up quick. The throw hit right on the cut of the grass and just popped up right over Glass, unfortunately.
And not only over Glass, but it went out of the ballpark as 1 run will come in to score. And now Austin Dunphy is not happy with Seth Collar, the home plate umpire.
We had a situation like this in a game not too long ago on our homestand where the runner was only awarded 1 base and was not able to score like Seth Collier is showing us right now.
So with that, Austin Dunphy trying to plead his case. It's a case that went against him the last time. Now the situation is reversed, and still the odds are not in Austin Dunphy's favor. As the 2 umpires will convene, Jeff Keckler and Seth Collier. And Austin Dunphy just looking for an explanation because it seems like the rule has changed in what seems to be every single game. Sometimes you get 2 bases, like Sean McLaughlin had gotten here. He got third and then he came home to score.
All right, well, it seems like Collier is playing by his own rules today, and we up here are not too sure what's going on with this one.
Well, anytime the ball goes out, you get whatever the base you're going to and then another one. That was not the case the last time out, but now it's the case here in today's game. So Austin Dunphy trying to plead his case to the home plate umpire Seth Collier. And this was something that went against him earlier this year, which is why Dunphy is still out there in a 15 to now 6 game.
I tell you what, Collier really likes talking with his hands. A lot of hand movement out there.
Well, the one hand motion that wasn't made was thrown out, so Austin Dunphy remains in the game.
Now batting for the Galion
And
Raiders
you can
is
understand
number
his
10,
frustration
JP
because this rule has
Bitzenhofer.
changed from game to game against Austin Dunphy.
Yeah, it's definitely been up to interpretation this season, just depending on the crew that's out there. So I'm sure Dunphy will have a call to the league office sometime today or tomorrow to try to get that one figured out.
He'll get an explanation at some point as swinging and fouling it off towards the left side was J.P. Bitzenhofer. So Andrew Sharp with an error by the third baseman Daniel Cruz. Or so we believe. As the pitch misses, 1-1. It was a single by Andrew Sharp. So Sharp advances on a single, and the error was made that allowed him to go to second. The pitch goes to inside. Scott Combs throws down to third base. Daniel Cruz tries to make a leaping tag, unable to do so. And with the stolen base is Andrew Sharp.
Good strong throw there from Combs. Mandela not really paying too much attention to that runner. Didn't really give him a chance.
Called strike, 2-2 the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run in. It's the Southern Ohio Copperheads 15, the Galion Graders 6. Andrew Sharp 90 feet away from scoring as time is called. They'll talk over towards the Galion dugout. The home plate umpire Seth Collier.
Collier just seems to be making his own rules right now. It's his show, and we're just living in it.
The 2-2 pitch is swung on, fouled off towards the right side, and will come close to the football stadium right behind us.
Might be a good thing we're so far away from this game today, so Collier can hear me and maybe boot me out of this game.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time an umpire would throw out a press member. Now, in the game, you can find it online as a ground ball over towards the shortstop, Phil Glasser. He's got it to throw to first in time, side retired. We'll get to that story a little bit later as the Copperheads go to the plate in the top of the 8th inning, holding a 15 to now 6 lead over the Galion Graders. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women, footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
Back here in the top of the 8th inning, Ty Crittenberg will lead things off for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. There's a slew of defensive changes. We've got a new man on the mound for the Galion Graders. As J.P. Bitzenhofer comes in to replace Takahiro Yamada. Yamada went an inning, allowed a hit, no runs, none earned. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. As J.P. Bitzenhofer, the first pitch is low in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes to the batter, Ty Crittenberger. For Crittenberger on the day, 1 for 3. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Has a batting average of 189 currently. As the 2-0 pitch is taken high, ball 3. For the Copperheads, 11 walks on today's ball game. I've been seeing the ball pretty well against the Galion Graders pitching staff, as that'll be walk number 12. Ty Crittenberger picking up another walk today. As Crittenberger, that's 3 walks. So he's walked more than he struck out, and he only has 1 hit, so 1 for 3 with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts here on the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, 1 for 3, but just getting on base today. Ty's doing it all out there.
As the first pitch to Daniel Cruz. Missed for a ball. 1-0. Daniel Cruz on the day, 0 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Batting .286 now. As the 1-0 is on the way. Line drive deep out into right center field, moving back into the gap. And not making the catch is the right fielder, Roy. Will be Ray. As Ray drops it, it looks like he might have wanted to use his glove, but then used his bare hand instead. So he tries to bare hand the ball out in right field, and that wasn't a good idea as the ball got down onto the warning track. Daniel Cruz, we'll see how it's scored, but he might have picked up his first hit of the day, and he does. It's a no-out double here on the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, Ray was trying to get on SportsCenter top 10 there with a bare-handed grab, but should have just taken the routine play there with the glove.
First pitch missed to Jared Hurd at the plate. Hurd, he's having himself a day, a 1 for 3, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and has not struck out today. He's raised his batting average to .205 above the Mendoza line for the season as the fastball misses again. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Runners on second and third here at the top of the 8th inning. Well, going back to what we ended with in the bottom of the 7th, being thrown out of a game from the press box as the ball goes high. 3 balls and no strikes. Found it online, a video where somebody was running the music in the sound system and they played 3 Blind Mice. Umpire was not having it that day and turned back at the press box and said, "You're out of here."
It's just a shame. Our media these days just don't get any respect out of here, Connor. I tell you what.
4-pitch walk from J.P. Bitzenhofer out to Jared Hurd. Hurd gets on base for the 4th time today, as now he's 1 for 3 with 4 walks. Now that might be wrong in point streak, because I have him at 1 for 2. Because he walked in the 2nd, he walked in the 3rd, he hit the home run in the 4th, and then he grounded out to short in the 6th. Mound meeting for the Galion Graders, probably going to be a pitching change if someone does come in. So Jared Hurd is 1 for 2 on the day with 3 walks. So Hurd seeing the ball really well. Have to get that stat changed after the game. But right now in the top of the 8th inning, bases are loaded. J.P. Bittenhofer did not record an out in his first time pitching. He was a position player and is now coming out of the game or moving over somewhere in the infield. We'll find out what the change is right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Top of the lineup for the Southern Ohio Copperheads as the bases are loaded here in the top of the 8th inning. Ty Crittenberger, Daniel Cruz, and Jared Hurd all out on the plate. As first pitch swing, and Zach Iverson, he lines it out into right field for an RBI single. Zach Iverson picks up his second RBI of the day, and it comes off of Thomas Stab, the pitcher on the mound out of Belleville, Ohio, and Ohio Dominican University. First pitching appearance for Thomas Stab as Copperheads extend the lead 16-6. They're back up to a 10-run advantage.
Yeah, first pitch Stab throws. Iverson's sitting on the fastball, able to drive in Crittenberger.
So 16-6 here on the top of the 8th. There's now a line drive off the bat of Thomas Cesaro, and this one is in right center field. Moving over is Devontae Washington to make the catch, faking a tag and running back over is Daniel Cruz, so he does not try to test the arm of Devontae Washington. One out here in the top of the 8th inning.
Sebastian Fabok.
Ty Crittenberger has come in to score on the RBI single from Zach Iverson. Daniel Cruz is over at third base. Jared Hurd on second. Tom Cesaro flew out to center fields for the first out here on the top of the 8th inning. And now Sebastian Fabok at the plate. Fabok bats against Thomas Stab, the new man on the mound who comes in to replace J.P. Bitzenhofer, who did not record an out here on the top of the 8th in his only pitching appearance in the GLSCL season. 1-0 the count. The pitch to Sebastian Fabok swung on and found straight back, 1-1.
Slow one there to Fabok. Got him pretty far out in front of it. Able to foul it off, though.
So bases are loaded. Here on the top of the 8th inning, 1-1 count. The pitch from Stab is swung on. Line drive out into right center field, moving back, and it will one-hop the wall and go all the way back. Holding off at first base are the Copperheads. They only advanced one base as the ball is all the way back at the wall, played off the wall by Ray. So it's an RBI single for Sebastian Fabok. Copperheads tack on another one, 17-6, with only one out here in the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, long, hard hit ball there from Fabok. We see him do it all year. Only comes out to a single, but hey, playing a little station baseball, moving up 90 feet and getting some more insurance runs here in the 8th inning.
Daniel Cruz came in to score on the hit So Copperheads showing a little bit of mercy as they have their lead extended to 17-6. At the plate, Tanner Glass, he was hit by a pitch 3 times today. As the 0-1, or the 1-0 is taken in for another ball. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Copperheads 17, Galion Graders 6. And ground ball right back up the middle past the diving glove of the second baseman, Yamada. 1 run will score. It's an RBI single for Tanner Glass. And Glass gets his second hit of the day. Good for an RBI.
Yeah, it looks like Glass had the same idea, just not trying to do too much.
Number 8,
just
Scott
get
Combs.
everybody 90 feet closer, and we'll just keep batting around.
Singles from Iverson, Sebastian Fabok, Tanner Glass, a double from Daniel Cruz, a double aided by the right fielder Ray, as the Copperheads now have a 18-6 lead with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. As now ground ball over towards second base, could be 2. Scott Combs trotting to first, doesn't get there in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play turned by the Galion Graders, and the top of the 8th comes to a halt, but not before the Copperheads tack on 3 more. It's 18-6, the highest runs generated by the Copperheads offense this season as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Copperheads up 18-6. Right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning here in Galion, Ohio, and Heights Park, where the Southern Ohio Copperheads have a 18-6 lead over the Galion Graders. For the first time for the Copperheads today, there is a pitching change as Colin Sells comes in to replace Jax Mandela, who is in line for the win. Mandela went 7 innings, tied his season high in innings pitched in a game, allowed 12 hits, 6 runs, only 2 were earned, no walks, and struck out 1 batter. So Mandela pitching a lot to contact as Colin Sells will look to come in and shut the door for 2 innings and put the Copperheads back on the bus, headed for Athens, Ohio for the first time in 3 days. First pitch from Colin Sells to the batter, Nicholas Sykes, is swung on and fouled off towards the right side and out of play. Tanner Glass walked over towards the fence and tried to make a play, but ball was well out of play. So Nicholas Sykes on the day 0 for 3. And for Colin Sells, this would be his 9th appearance of the season, has a 4.06 ERA. 10 1/3 innings pitched. 1-1 count is the count to Nicholas Sykes. As from the windup, Colin Sells is ready and deals the 1-1 There's another swing and a foul ball off towards the right side and out of play. 1-2, the count goes. For Colin Sells, 12 strikeouts but 10 walks, and has allowed 13 hits this season. His last outing came on June 25th, just 2 days ago, against the St. Clair Green Giants, where he went an inning, allowing 3 runs. All were earned, as the off-speed pitch is fouled off and over in front of us here at the press box over near the football fields. 1-2, the count remains. But Sells allowed 4 hits in the game against the Green Giants in the inning pitched, gave up 2 walks, struck out 1, and faced 9 batters.
Ryan Donahue, paging Ryan Donahue.
As it appears, we've got the wireless mic working, and Kayla Hunter and Ryan.
Field reporters Kayla Hunter and Jeff Steffen. We're here at Galion.
Right behind home plate.
We're winning by a lot.
Oh, good.
Passing it back to Donahue and Mills.
Oh, good field report down from the field. Jeff Steffen and Kayla Hunter, our general manager, just jumping on the wireless mic, the crowd mic, as we have a stop in action. Catcher Scott Combs just replacing his glove behind home plate. And they are correct. It was an accurate field report down from the field, as we are up big. Southern Ohio Copperheads 18, the Galion Graders 6, as it's a 1-2 count with nobody out here on the bottom of the 8th inning. Scott Combs now replacing the tape on his hand. Guess that might have come loose, or maybe
it'd help out the signs a little bit out there for Selzy.
Maybe. So the count is 1-2 to Nicholas Sykes. Sykes with the fly ball to left, then a fly ball to center, and hit a pop fly in foul territory to the first baseman, Tanner Glass. So after a little delay, Scott Combs is ready, as the 1-2 pitch from Colin Sells. Fastball is grounded right back up the middle, a high bounce. Took an awkward bounce right at the plate, but it's in for a base hit. So Nicholas Sykes get his first hit of the day. And now it's a leadoff single for the Galion Graders.
We've seen Galion be able to get the first man on base quite a few times throughout the game today. Just
the Graders now batting
really
number 6,
nothing going for him
Yamada.
for most of the time. That's why the Copperheads that we've seen have been able to extend this lead to 12 runs here today.
Well, it's 18-6. Copperheads 18 runs on 18 hits, 3 errors. Galion Graders, as the first pitch is swung on and fouled off towards the left side from Takahiro Yamada. Yamada staying in the game, moving back over towards second base for the Galion Graders. 0-1 the count, nobody out, bottom of the 8th inning. Copperheads 18, Galion Graders 6. But for the Graders, the scoreboard, 6 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors, as this one is up and over the press box here over at the football field, and Donahue will have another chance to get another souvenir should he choose to do so.
I'll be right back, guys.
And he will. So Ryan Donahue will go get a second foul ball, another souvenir here over at the football stadium, as the count is at 0 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out. The pitch, fly ball, shallow center field. Ty Crittenberger working his way over, but it'll be the right fielder, Sebastian Fabok, coming in to make the catch. And now the first out is made here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Our next batter is number
Copperheads leading
24,
18-6. Ryan Strittmather comes to the plate, and Strittmather has found a lot of success against Jax Mandela, but he'll face Colin Sells for the first time today. Strittmather 3 for 3 in the ball game. As Colin Sells pitching from the stretch, it'll be 2 Bobcats facing off against each other, Sells and Strittmather. Strittmather played in limited action for the Bobcats this past season. As Ryan Donahue joins us again, and Ryan, I don't see the foul ball.
Yeah, it's a little too dark out now in the football stadium. Unable to track that one down.
Lights are turned on over at the baseball field at Heist Park, but no lights for football. 0-2 the count, 1 out. The count to Ryan Strittmather. The pitch from Sells. Ground ball right back to Sells on the mound. He checks second. Will have to go to first in time for an out. So Bobcat nails another Bobcat. And now they're 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th.
Good heads-up play there by Sells, able to knock down that hard-hit ball from Strittmather, but looked to second, realized he wasn't going to be able to make the play in time, and toss it over there to Glass to get the out.
Top of the lineup now for the Galion Graders, Bryce Ray at the plate. And for Bryce Ray so far today, 1 for 4, batting .256 now, as the first pitch is swung or just taken for a ball. 1-0 the count, 2 outs. Runner on second base in Nicholas Sykes, as the pitch to Bryce Ray, low for ball 2. Colin Sells trying to get through what we assume to be the bottom of the 8th and bottom of the 9th. As the 2-0 pitch is taken high and inside. 3 straight balls from Colin Sells to Bryce Ray. And the Copperheads have not walked a batter yet in today's game. Sells in danger here. The 3-0 is taken in for a called strike. 3-1. Copperheads defense. Hurd in left, Krittenberger in center, Sebastian Fabok in right. As now is swinging a fly ball over towards right field. Sebastian Fabok ranging back, and this one is foul. Just right of the line and foul down the right field line. Another thing I found interesting about the trip to Detroit is down the lines from the first base bag, or for the first base dirt and the outfield grass, those lines are made out of fire hose. As a ground ball over towards Phil Glasser, he has it. The throw is in time. Side retired here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So no fire hose lines down the outfield lines here at Heist Park, where they were over at the Detroit Tigers Stadium. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, Copperheads coming to the plate for what would most likely be the final time in today's ball game. Copperheads 18, Graders 6. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmortine.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinner.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Top of the 9th inning, Phil Glasser leading things off for the Southern Ohio Copperheads as they hold an 18-6 lead in the top of the 9th. 1-0 the count to Phil Glasser. Last pitch missed for a ball, 2-0. New man on the mound is Andrew Sharp, as Sharp finds the zone for a strike. 2-1. 8 pitchers used by the Galion Graders in today's game, but only less than half, maybe even less than a third, have been actual pitchers, as the majority of them have just been position players moving around.
Yeah, new strategy today by the graders to go with some position players, and we did not see it pay off today.
That's a little bit tough as the fastball misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody outs. Well, for Phil Glasser in today's ball game, as he swings and misses and strikes out. For Glasser, the second strikeout of the game. He was 2 for 6. So now 2 for 7, batting .286 on the year. And Ty Crittenberger, who's 1 for 3, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, now is at the plate. The new pitcher, Andrew Sharp. Sharp was the batter in today's game, as Sharp was the third baseman, has come in and will attempt to get through the top of the ninth. He has 1 out. As a 1-0 pitch is a line drive out into high center field. Making the catch with 2 hands is the center fielder Stab. And we'll quickly run through the new defensive alignment, as there are a plethora of changes. DeSuncio out in left field,
Cruz.
Stab in center. Ray has been a consistent over in right field. He hasn't moved. Sean Mclaughlin at third. Stripmathers remains at short. He hasn't moved at all. Takahiro Yamada, he pitched, went back to second base. As now a fastball in for a called strike. So a strikeout and a fly out to center field, as there's 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Copperheads 18. The Galion Graders 6. Fastball missed, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed by Daniel Cruz. Cruz today in the game. 1 for 5, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI and 1 walk. Batting an even .300 now on the year. We'll try to remain above .300. Either go above or below, or maybe even work a walk, as a 1-2 is taken high and inside by Daniel Cruz, 2-2.
Maybe even hit by pitch. That one was up close towards the head of Cruz there, but able to duck out of the way.
Well, a hit by pitch today belongs to Tanner Glass. He was hit 3 times. As a 2-2 pitch was swung on and missed, strike 3, side retired. Southern Ohio Copperheads have an 18-6 lead as this game goes into the final frame of regulation. Colin Sells will look to close it out. Right here on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel. Does pursuit and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Zion Avery, one of the few who...
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're...
Out here in Southern Ohio, or out up to Canada, as the Southern Ohio Copperheads have an 18-6 lead. Manager Austin Dunphy elects to go with Tanner Glass, the first baseman. So it looks like Reese Trahey is making his way to first base. So Trahey will be the new first baseman for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and that will hopefully be the only defensive change. as there's been plenty of defensive changes for the Galion Graders in today's game.
I am just happy that we are not in charge of point streak today, because this would be a tough one.
That would be. Have to check with the manager for the Graders after today's game and just find out what all the moves have been. First pitch misses low and inside to the batter, as Tanner Glass's pitch is in for a called strike. 1-1. Well, Sean Mclaughlin at the plate. The 1-1 pitch inside, 2-1. Glass's 2-1 pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. And now Glass has a 2-2 count on Sean Mclaughlin. And pitching this season for Tanner Glass as the 2-2 pitch is grounded over towards second base. Iverson has it. The throw over in time. First out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Copperheads 2 outs away from putting this game to rest and getting back into the win column and back to 500 this season.
Now batting number 27.
Glass looked like a natural out there. Yeah, nice little wind-up, able to get the grader batter out to just ground out a weak little grounder to the second baseman. We got 1 out down here in the ninth inning.
4-3 put out for Sean Mclaughlin, and for Glass, a 1.23 ERA. Does have a win on the season for the Copperheads. This is his third appearance. Bouncing ball over to Daniel Cruz, ranging in the hole, throw on the move, right on the mark for out number 2. So 1 pitch, 1 out, as now there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Copperheads an out and away.
Batting now,
yeah, this is going to be a
one,
huge
Devontae
win here for the
Washington.
Copperheads after that 2 tough losses up in Canada, getting back into the U.S., facing off against Galion, and getting this nice 18-6 win, we assume.
Well, you know what happens when you assume. You can never be so sure. As DeSanio grounded out to the third baseman Daniel Cruz. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth inning. First pitch is a ball to Devontae Washington, who moved behind the plate for the Graders. So now he's the catcher as the 1-0 on the way from Tanner Glass. Swung on and missed. Brings the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Glass 5 2/3 of an innings pitched coming into the day. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and has allowed 3 hits. There's a 1-1 from Tanner Glass. Swung on, line drive out into center field. Ty Crittenberger eyeing it up, makes a catch, and the ball game is over. The Southern Ohio Copperheads get back to 500 on the season. They pick up an 18-6 victory here against the Galion Graders. Copperheads, their 3rd win on the road this year. They're now 3-6. And they'll have 1 more game tomorrow at 7:05 against the Galion Graders to try to get the game above 500. 10-10 on the year. Galion Graders dropped to 4-14 on the year. It's been a rough patch for the Graders. It did not get any prettier for them here in today's game. Winning pitcher for the Copperheads, Jax Mandela. Losing pitcher, Wyatt Smith, the starter for the Galion Graders. Big thank you to Ryan Donahue. Donahue, any parting words on your final broadcast as Joey Medora will join us as we'll pick him up in Athens tomorrow. He'll be back on the broadcast with myself doing the main play-by-play duties.
Connor, just thank you for letting me in the booth. It's always been a dream of mine. I was able to get in here for 3 games, but I think it's time for Mr. Joey Medora to get back up here. I'll get back to my operations job, and I'll give Medora his back.
Just got to make sure the bouncy house is up and working, right?
Oh, yeah. And want to thank all the fans for putting up with me for the last 3 games. We appreciate you all, and hope to see you all out in Athens on this coming Saturday for our fireworks night presented by Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh.
Well, always excited and always thankful for all the viewers. The first year of Copperheads live streaming right here in the summer of 2019. As the Copperheads win 18-6 here at Heist Park in Galion, Ohio. For Ryan Donahue, I'm Connor Mills signing off. See you tomorrow.